The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. A good name in man or woman, the great poet tells us, is the immediate jewel of their souls. True enough. And how valiantly, even desperately, all of us would fight to preserve and protect a good name. But would you also do battle to preserve or protect a bad name? Look at it this way. Suppose a bad name was the only name you had. Suppose it were a name that would make you rich and famous. What then? Would you give it up?
Having trouble?
Yeah. Thanks for stopping.
Well, what seems to be the trouble?
Well, I think it's the carburetor.
Well, let me take a look.
Don't bother.
Huh?
I'm onto the game. You're working with Jim Kuick, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Don't move.
Mister, what are you pointing that gun at me for?
I'm just going to kill you before you kill me. Kubick monkeyed with the carburetor, so I'd have to stop along here.
Look, I figured you were in trouble and I wanted to help.
Well, if you're religious, I'll give you a couple of seconds to pray.
You got it all wrong. You look like you were in trouble. I only want... Oh.
Our mystery drama, Hung Jury, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Howard Da Silva. It is sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser. I'll be back shortly with Act One. They exist in every country. Here, they are referred to as Middle America. They are the hard-working, sober-minded, respectable members of the community, the guardians of its morality. And one of their vast number is the hero, or more properly, the protagonist of our play. His name is Henry Pollard. He's 40-ish, bald, a bit plumpish, and like the character in the classic popular song, you'd pass him on the street and never notice him. And the only reason you'll notice him now is because we shall take you into his house, a suburban split ranch, where we shall confront him in an after-dinner discussion with his wife.
Henry?
Yeah?
I'm afraid I did something you might not approve of this afternoon.
Oh, there's not much danger of that. What was it?
I volunteered you again.
Did you? What for this time?
Oh, the books at the church are so confused.
And you said I would straighten them out.
They need someone who's an accountant.
I don't mind, Norma.
You don't?
Of course not.
Well, I do. Now that I think of it, I just...
Oh, dear. You're upset.
Yes, I'm upset. Let me tell you why. Louise Farnham, head of the finance committee, called me and said, "Darling, our books are absolute chaos. Could Henry be a doll and straighten them out?"
Well?
I said yes, without thinking. And then I said to myself, why?
Why shouldn't I, Norma? I'm an accountant.
You're not the only accountant in the congregation. Why don't they ever ask Seth Burton or Tom Mosley?
Well...
Whenever something has to be done, the automatic reflex action. Call on Henry Pollard.
I don't mind.
You've been extending yourself for 10 years. In the church, the school, the charities. And where did it get you?
Where's it supposed to get me?
Oh, nowhere definite, I suppose, but I don't think you're getting any real satisfaction out of it.
Oh, that's not true, Norm. What's all this? Why are you so upset?
Because you're being taken for granted, and I think that rankles you. I think you're bored with your life.
Norma, darling.
No, you're 40. You're not really getting anywhere.
I've got a promotion coming up.
You haven't made a mark on the world, and you think being active in the community will somehow do something. But it hasn't.
Darling, I'm very content.
You don't use that word at 40. It's men like you who eventually break out, do something rash, desperate.
What can I do to convince you that I'm happy with the way things are?
Oh, I guess I'm being silly. I'm not even sure I understand what I'm saying. Oh, I hope that's not the office.
Darling, if they need me, they need me. Hello.
Hi, Precious.
Who is this?
Oh, you're not alone.
Yes, Mr. McTavish. I remember you.
Can you get away?
Well, aren't you supposed to be in Los Angeles?
Oh, I missed you, sweetie, so I came home.
Well, if you need the figures,
Oh, the way you say figures really makes me feel sexy.
I'm sorry you missed me at the office.
Oh, Angel, I miss you everywhere. I can't get enough of you.
No, you people cannot do the annual report unless I check it out. Where are you staying?
Oh, baby, the champagne is cooling nicely.
I see. Well, look, this kind of thing really cannot be permitted.
Pour it on.
Suppose I weren't home this evening.
Honey, I'd be so lonely, I think I'd die.
Well, we'll have to make it short.
But sweet.
To save time, make sure everything's laid out and ready for me.
Oh.
Do you have to go out this evening?
Oh, these are the West Coast people. They were supposed to be here at lunch. They claimed their plane was late or something.
No.
They have their presentation tomorrow afternoon. Oh, well, what's the use in complaining?
Darling, suppose you'd refused.
That's not in my nature.
I'm worried about you.
Why? There's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Hello?
Norma, did I wake you?
No, dear, I've been waiting up.
Well, that's why I called. This thing is going to take longer than I thought.
Oh.
I can't tell you how confused everything is.
Will you be very late?
I'm afraid so. Don't wait up for me.
Of course, I'm all right. You're letting these people take advantage of you.
Well, I don't mind.
Oh, Henry, sometimes I wish you would mind.
You'd better get to bed, dear. Good night.
Good night.
Lover,
Hey, how you doing?
I need $100.
I gave you $100 a half hour ago.
The bad man took it away from me. He kept making that little ball drop into black every time I said red. So I thought I'd fool him. I said black, and he made it drop red.
Well, our luck will change.
Can I have 100?
Well,
Something wrong? You've such a funny look. I mean, a serious funny look.
I don't have $100.
Oh, well, that's nothing. When we were in Vegas, you didn't have $1,000 that time either. But you just went ahead and asked Mr. Nightingale if everything was okay.
Mr. Nightingale?
Yes. You said they call him Mr. Nightingale because he sings such a sweet song.
Well, it's just that I'm in kind of deep.
Oh, precious. You mean you won't give me $100?
Sure I will, sure. You just wait here.
Come in. Well, Mr. Pollard, have a seat.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
I would like to extend my line of credit.
Credits. The whole world's based on credit. Oh, well, let's check it out.
Well, what are we checking out?
Oh, we're completely up to date, Mr. Pollard. The dial on this telephone is hooked into a computer. In this little book, we have a roster of our customers' names, and besides each is his code number. Let's see, Pollard. Yeah. Oh, yes. 091. And so we dial 091. And in practically no time at all, the computer prints out on this typewriter everything we need to know. No sooner said than done. Oh, my. Oh, my goodness. I'm afraid we cannot extend you any more credit.
But you said my credit was unlimited.
Yes, we said that, and it's true. Your credit may be unlimited, but you You're the one that's limited.
I don't understand.
Well, now, sir, you are an accountant, true?
Yes?
And so you, of all people, should certainly have an orderly sense of finance. You owe us a total of $20,000.
20?
It adds up, doesn't it? 50 here, 100 there, 1,000 another time.
But I...
Yes, you don't remember, of course. This is the safe limit of your credit. And, of course, we must now discuss a means of payment.
$20,000? I don't have anywhere near that kind of money.
Mr. Pollard, I am not a moralist. I won't say to you, if you can't lose, don't play, or if you can't pay, don't borrow. It's all spilled milk, water under the bridge, a lock for the door of the empty barn.
But where can I possibly get $20,000?
You have $20,000. We've checked you out. That's how we set your limit.
But where?
You have a fine Persian rug on your floor in excellent condition. Bring at least $1,900.
Yes, but that...
I'm showing you where this $20,000 exists. Now, you have an antique silver service set, which I have appraised at close to $1,100.
What are you saying? How do you know...
We chose a propitious time to enter your home and consider the contents. And these, plus other valuable items, total $10,000.
But I can't
For
sell...
the other 10, you can take a second mortgage on your house. See? The money does exist.
But all the furniture and valuables you're talking about belong to my wife.
Of course.
And the mortgage, the house, we own it jointly. I couldn't raise money without her consent.
And here you were saying you had no money.
But I can't ask my wife to...
Why not?
Well, because what could I tell her?
The truth?
How? How can I tell her the truth?
Sir, what kind of marriage do you have?
She'll divorce me.
In which case you'll divide your property down the line and your half will be enough to satisfy your debt.
How can I tell her I've been gambling and that I had another woman?
No, you don't have to tell her about the other woman, just the gambling.
I can't tell her.
You will. You will. Just a matter of choosing the right time.
There's never a right time.
Oh, yes, there is. And you pick it. Would you rather go home and tell her now? Or would you rather tell her after we break your legs?
His name may be Mr. Nightingale, but the song he sings is more fitting for a vulture. Well, our friend Henry Pollard does not seem to have a pleasant set of alternatives. But there's no way to avoid the choice. And so he will decide as soon as I return in just a few moments with Act Two. When a man walks what is called a straight and narrow pathway all his life, the law of averages insists that he will have to fall off eventually. And the distance he falls is usually related to how firm was his step in the first place. Henry Pollard must have been treading very lightly because he has fallen all the way.
I can't do it. I can't tell Norma.
Then there may be another alternative. Steal it. Steal it from your company.
Steal it? I'm not a thief.
Oh, yes, you are. You're willing to steal the money from me. And don't say that's different.
I can't steal the money.
Why not? You're an accountant.
Oh, I don't handle money. I just keep track of figures.
Well, then you just have to go home and test your marriage.
Have you got my 100, sweetie?
Huh?
My 100 smackers. So called because I'll give you a kiss for each and every one of them.
No. Let's go home.
I don't want to go home. I want to play roulette.
I don't have any more money.
I know. That's why you went in to see Mr. Nightingale.
He won't give me any more.
Uh-oh. You're broke.
And in debt.
Oh.
Let's get out of here.
Where can we go?
Who cares?
I care.
What was all this you were telling me about being a free spirit, huh?
Well, your spirit can be free, but everything else costs money.
Well, let's just get in the car and drive, huh?
And live on what?
On my credit cards. It'll take them maybe a year to catch up with me, and then who cares?
It's been nice knowing you, Henry.
Julie.
Henry, a girl has to be sure of the rent.
But I can't go home. I can't. My name is Henry Randall Pollard, and I intend to take my life with this pistol. I commit this act because I don't have the ability to achieve success, nor do I have the humility to live with failure. Nor do I have the courage to pull the trigger. No, I'm not afraid to die. I just am not willing to shoot. Because if I make it a suicide, then Norma and the kids will not collect the insurance. What I better do is have an accident. An automobile accident. There's a guy up ahead, huh? All alone, this hour of the night. He must have had a breakdown. No, I can't pass him by. I can do what I have to do later. Let me do a good deed before I leave this world. You in trouble?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for stopping. I can't... I don't know. Something went wrong with the car.
Well, I can give you a lift to the nearest phone or garage.
Would you? Oh, that would be fine. My name is Barrington. Elmer A. Barrington.
I'm Henry Pollard.
Well, this is so kind of you, Mr. Pollard. So very kind. Could you drop me off at a motel? I'd like to spend the night there and worry about the car tomorrow.
Sure.
Sufficient unto the day, the trouble's there, too, as they say.
Hop in.
Just got a few things I want to take with me. This bag and my attaché case. That's about all. Now I'll just run up the windows and lock the doors.
Let me give you a hand.
No. Don't you touch that case.
What? I only wanted to help.
Put it down.
Well, sure. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I see it all now. This is the way it was supposed to be. Kubik arranged for my car to stall out on the turnpike. Then you happen along as if by coincidence and kill me and take the money. That's an old trick.
Will you please tell me what you're talking about?
Oh, yes. It's the last trick you'll ever try.
Hey, what are you going to do with that gun? You can't kill me.
Oh, but I can. And I kill very well.
Look, mister.
Because I have an instinct. A hunter's instinct. A killer's instinct. I smell, I sense death and murder.
Look, all I wanted to do was help you.
And before I kill you, I must tell you why your little scheme failed.
I had no scheme.
You were overmatched. You and my idiot servant, Kubik.
I don't know anybody named...
This is the last minute of your life. And you should know why your amateurish plan was doomed from the start.
Believe me.
I've lived here in America 30 years. Look at me. Listen to how I speak. I'm an American, a typical American, no? But my name isn't Barrington. It's von Barenheim. I killed 100,000, 200,000. Who can count them? I pacified Warsaw for my Führer. The others, Goering, Himmler, Goebbels, Streicher, all dead. All gone, except me. Me, the one they call the werewolf of Warsaw. And now, you're dead, too.
It was a miracle. He pulled the trigger, but the gun misfired. I jumped him. He may have been a killer in his day, but that day was over. He was now an elderly man. He kept pulling the trigger, but I was able to push the gun against him. And when it finally went off, the bullet killed him, not me. Ironic. Why had I struggled? Why didn't I let him kill me? I had wanted to die. Or did I? And he had said something about money. I opened his attaché case. It was filled with bills. 20s, 50s, hundreds, in neat bundles. I felt absolutely no remorse. It wasn't as if I'd killed a decent person. He was, after all, a Nazi war criminal. And why should I involve the police and try to explain? And why not just take the money, bury the attaché case a few miles down the road, and go home? Go home. Pay off Mr. Nightingale, and never stray off the straight and narrow path again, because, well, maybe this was the way Providence chose to reward me for being a good citizen who had only made one little mistake.
Will you be home for dinner again this evening, Henry?
Of course. I come home every night, don't I?
Well, yes, dear. This past month.
I had to slow down. Been working too hard. No more night sessions at the office.
I'm glad you don't drive around so much at night anymore. Say, you know that night you came home late? I think it was the last time you stayed at the office. A man was murdered on the turnpike.
Yes. Yes, I think I remember.
Well, they caught the murderer.
They what? Who is he?
Henry, you look so pale. Well, I don't blame you. You passed that spot just before or just after it happened. It might have been you.
Who's the murderer?
Well, he's not the murderer yet, not until he's convicted. But the suspect is a man named James Kubik.
James Kubik?
Yes, he's been arrested and charged. And they don't do that unless they're pretty sure, do they?
James Kubik. Now what do I do? Do I say that Mr. Kubik is innocent? Do I come forward and present myself as the killer of Mr. Elmer A. Barrington? I should. And if I were everything I claim to be, that people think I am, I would. But I'm not what I claim to be. If I were, I'd never have gotten into this thing in the first place. But how can I let an innocent man... Well, maybe a jury will acquit him. No point in my being hasty. Just wait and see what happens. Was there any mail today, dear?
Yes, I was going to call you at the office, but... Well, you received a summons for jury duty.
I'm on the panel.
Do you know who can get you out of it?
Oh, why should I want to get out of it?
Louise Farnham's husband, Howard. It's about time... Did you just ask why would you want to get out of it? You can get stuck with a murder case and be tied up for weeks, even months.
Well, but it's the duty of every citizen.
Certainly. Therefore, let somebody else do it.
No, dear. I'm afraid I'll have to accept my obligation.
Mr. Pollard, you are aware of the fact that you're under oath.
Yes.
My name is Victoria Ullman. I am the attorney for the people. Do you know me?
I do not.
Do you know the defendant, James Kubik?
No.
His attorney, Mr. Kenneth Hayes?
No.
His honor, Judge Wilson?
No.
Did you know the deceased, Mr. Elmer Barrington?
No.
Do you know any of the jurors so far selected?
No.
Then you are not acquainted with any of the parties so far involved in this trial.
That's right.
And have you formed any opinions on the matter?
No.
You understand you will be sequestered for the duration of the trial, unable to go to your office by day or to your home at night?
Yes.
Your Honor, the people find Mr. Henry Pollard acceptable.
I knew the questions were a matter of form. All the time she was talking to me, she was looking at me, trying to determine, maybe to guess, if I could be fair, or if I could even be prejudiced in her behalf. I breathed a sigh of relief. I was halfway home. I wanted to be on this jury. I wanted to be on this jury more than anything else in the world. But Mr. Hayes, the defense lawyer, he scared me.
Mr. Pollard, the defendant's name, Kubik, does it suggest an ethnic origin to you?
Well, perhaps.
What kind of origin?
Oh, European?
What kind of European?
What kind? I'm not sure.
Would you suppose it to be Slavic?
Yes, I would suppose so.
Do you have any feelings, one way or another, about people with foreign-sounding names?
No. He looked at me very closely, very carefully. He was coming to a decision. I couldn't say a word. What I wanted to tell him was, pick me. Pick me. I'll see to it that your client goes free. I know he's innocent. Choose me. But of course I couldn't say that. I couldn't say anything. I could only wait and hope. Hope that somehow he would read something in my voice that would make him say, yes. It seemed he regarded me for an hour. But it had to be much less than a minute. Finally, he said,
Your Honor, Henry Pollard is acceptable to the defense.
Acceptable to both the people and the defense. We have Henry Pollard, now a juror, sitting in judgment. We know what no one in that courtroom even remotely would dare to suspect, that juror number 6, Henry Pollard, is the killer, and not the defendant, the accused, James Kubik. How can justice possibly be served here? Well, you know that justice always triumphs. When I return with Act 3. We have been observing the workings of fate on the life of one Henry Pollard. Henry Pollard is a typical citizen, outwardly. But inwardly, we are aware of other things. Henry has led 2 lives. One, the safe, sober, uneventful suburban existence. The other has seen him violate at least 5 of the 10 commandments. Now, both lives come together in a courtroom where Henry, who has committed murder, is not in the prisoner's chair where he belongs, but in the jury box.
And we will prove that the defendant, James Kubik, did, with all malice aforethought, plan and execute a scheme to murder his employer, Elmer A. Barrington.
As she started to talk, I looked at the defendant very carefully for the first time. He was about my age, small. He had shifty eyes, which I suppose was not in his favor. He had a nervous manner, which didn't help either. But he had a right to be nervous. He was on trial for his life. I wanted to tell him, don't worry. I won't let you pay the bill for me. You're safe. I'll swing this jury for you.
Mrs. Bronson, you were Mr. Barrington's housekeeper?
That's absolutely correct.
You worked for him for how long?
15 years.
And what kind of a man was he to work for?
A saint.
What business was Mr. Barrington engaged in, Mrs. Bronson?
He bought and sold.
What?
Anything. Everything. Stocks, bonds, houses, business. He was a very sharp, shrewd man.
And was he accustomed to carrying cash with him in large amounts?
Oh, yes. Thousands of dollars in that attaché case of his. And when I'd say to him, Mr. Barrington, ain't that dangerous? He'd say, well, I got Cubic to protect me. Some protection that one turned out.
The pistol he was carrying the night he was shot. The one that killed him, lying there on the table. Do you recognize it?
Yes, ma'am. Belongs to Mr. Cubic.
Will you tell us what happened the night of the murder?
Well, Mr. Barrington had just got a phone call. And he said, I have to go upstairs and get my attaché case. Get hold of Cubic and tell him he has to drive me.
Where's Kubik?
I'm right here, Mr. Barrington.
What's the matter with you?
You
You look like hell. Been drinking again?
Oh, no, sir. I just feel sick.
I can't let you drive me if you're sick. Is the convertible okay to take?
Yes, sir. I fixed the carburetor.
Come out with me and make sure.
Mr. Barrington, I'll need some money to pay some food bills tomorrow.
Oh, well, wait a minute. I got some here in my case. Will a $100 bill cover it?
Yes, sir. He opened that briefcase, and it was chock full of money. Well, I'd seen it before, so it didn't faze me none. But Kubik's eyes, they shone like floodlights.
And then Mr. Barrington and the defendant left the room. When did you see Mr. Kubik again?
Say half an hour later. I was in the kitchen. I thought you'd gone to bed.
Yeah, I can't sleep.
Where you going?
You mean I got to check in and out to you?
I thought you were sick.
I got to go out and get some air.
You mean some booze?
I got to get rid of a headache.
Maybe if you went on the wagon.
This is a good little thing you got here. You keep telling the boss I'm a lush, and then
How come you get all them hangovers?
I got headaches.
From booze.
No. From the boss. He can drive you crazy. One day, I'm going to kill him.
I believe you would, too.
Shut up.
Where you going?
I said I was going out.
Now, Mr. Kubik, you walked out to the garage with Mr. Barrington.
Yes, I did.
And you checked out the carburetor of the convertible?
Yeah, I did that.
And then you claim you gave him the pistol.
Yes.
Ordinarily, you would carry the pistol because you were also his bodyguard.
Well, yes, but I wasn't driving him that night.
No one saw you give this pistol to Mr. Barrington?
Well, nobody else was there.
So we only have your word for it.
Why would I lie?
Why, indeed? Were you aware of the fact that Mr. Barrington carried large sums of money on his person?
I didn't know what he carried. It was all in that case.
Mrs. Bronson has just testified that Mr. Barrington opened the attaché case in your presence and that it was filled with bills.
I did not see it. I mean, I mind my own business. Somebody opens a private briefcase, I don't snoop to see what's inside.
What have you to say to the testimony given by Mrs. Bronson that you threatened to kill Mr. Barrington?
I didn't threaten to kill Mr. Barrington.
Did you say, one day I'm going to kill him? Well, did you?
No.
You didn't say it.
But I did not mean it. I mean, why would I kill him?
Because he was strict. Because he may have insisted on a better job from you.
Everybody says something they don't mean sometimes. Don't you? Don't you ever get mad at somebody?
It was going from bad to worse. When you sit on a jury, you know how things are being taken by your panel mates. You can tell, well, by the way they breathe, the way they listen, the way they pay attention, or or pretend to pay attention. You can tell everyone's already leaning one way or the other, and they were leaning toward conviction. Unfortunately, he was a terrible witness for himself.
Didn't Mr. Barrington threaten to fire you?
No. Yes.
And isn't it true that the real reason he kept you is because you were willing to work for low wages? Why were you willing to be underpaid, Mr. Kubik?
Well, jobs are hard to get.
Especially for a man with a criminal record.
To compound the damage, Kubik had served time for assault. He had almost killed a man. There may have been some justification, but I could see he was gone. And yet, I couldn't let him pay the bill for me? Or could I? But what could I do? Stop the trial and step forth and confess? No, I couldn't do that either. And then it occurred to me there was a way. He would be found guilty, but I could make him a hero. He would get off easily. All I had to do was somehow get word to his counsel.
Your Honor, I wish to recall the defendant to the stand. I do this because we've come into possession of a piece of evidence which casts an entirely new light on this case. Mr. Kubik, you came to this country from Poland?
Yeah.
While in Warsaw during the war, had you ever heard of a man named von Barenheim?
My memory ain't so good.
You were an officer in the Polish army, were you not?
Yeah, I think I was a lieutenant. I don't really remember.
When the Nazis overran Poland, special Gestapo execution squads hunted down most of the Polish officers.
I think that's what happened, but I don't remember. I was in prison. I find it hard to remember. I get headaches.
The leader of the execution squads was Colonel Fritz von Barenheim. He was known as the werewolf of Warsaw. Do you remember him?
People think I get drunk all the time, but it's just that I have this headache.
He was a war criminal. Hundreds of thousands died because of his atrocities. Now, we have been able to determine that this von Barenheim escaped to America and changed his identity to Elmer A. Barrington.
I got a headache now.
But one night you recognized him. Something happened. He gave himself away. Filled with completely human, absolutely understandable desire for revenge, in a fit of emotion you simply could not control, you killed him.
No. I did not kill him.
You killed him to avenge your dead and tortured countrymen.
I never killed anyone.
The air was changing in that jury room. I could smell it. They were leaning forward and looking at him now. For the first time, they saw him as a human being. I glanced at the lady on my left. A tear was running down her cheek. But the idiot, he was too stupid to see his only chance was to confess. Confess, you fool. Confess, and you're a hero. His lawyer was working desperately to make him see it.
It doesn't lessen your guilt, but it makes it human. Thou shalt not kill, the book tells us. But how do we answer those who understand only death and murder? You're a hero. You've avenged 1 million crimes. Your name will go down in history as the Avenger of Warsaw.
I would not kill anybody.
This stupid, cringing coward. He was being offered immortality, and he didn't have the courage to accept it. He would have a place in history. He would be somebody. But he sat there just stammering, stuttering, until finally the idea seemed to percolate somehow into his brain.
You need not be ashamed, Mr. Kubik.
Oh, well, I...
Confess proudly. Accept the blame, but also the glory.
Yes. Yes. I recognized him.
Confess? To what can he confess? I killed Barenheim. Me, I did it. It's my glory, not his. It's my immortality, not his. Why should he be known as the destroyer of the werewolf of Warsaw, the avenger of the innocent martyrs? I'm the one who killed Barenheim.
Tell us, Mr. Kubik, tell the court in your own words how you recognized this infamous monster.
No, that glory, that credit, it belongs to me. I won't give it away. I won't give up a place in history. I won't. It's mine.
Tell us, Mr. Kubik.
He can't tell you anything. Do you know why? He didn't do it. I'm the one. I killed Barenheim.
What are you saying?
Listen to me, everybody. I killed him. You see, I recognized him from an old picture in a magazine. I never forget a face. I killed him. You don't believe me? I'll show you where I hid the attaché case. That'll prove it. Prove that I, Henry Pollard, killed the werewolf of Warsaw. Let the whole world know that I killed him.
And the whole world did. And Henry Pollard became a hero. Of course, he went to jail because some of the suspicious-minded people on the jury, another jury, the one that was impaneled to try him, wanted to know what had happened to the money. But there are still those who see him as a man of the purest motives. My only motive is to return here in a few moments. A good name is a treasure, but a bad name can also hold a certain value. We live in an age of merchandising, and any product is saleable if you know how to package it. Right here, at this position on your dial, you can have 7 exciting and suspenseful packages each and every week. Our cast included Howard Da Silva, Catherine Byers, Joan Shea, Bob Dryden, and Guy Sorrell. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Well, Paul, what do you say now? Do you still think we could have used the police?
The police would have been useless, Monsieur Graham.
Did you say that, Paul?
I didn't say a word.
But you heard it. Tell me you heard it.
Yes, I did hear it. Where is that voice coming from?
Not from this box. We're alone in it.
You are not alone. This is box 5, my box.
Show yourself, whoever you are.
I must leave now because the house lights are dimming for the second act. And there will be a terrible calamity.
Now listen, you...
Raise your eyes to heaven and see and pray.
The voice is coming from our left, 2 boxes down.
No, I thought it was on the right. The lights are dimming.
The chandelier! Look, Robert, what's swaying? It's going to fall right into the orchestra! Oh, no! Look out!
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Has it ever occurred to you to have yourself put into a frozen sleep when you die so that you may return someday in the future? This is a bone-chilling tale, if you'll excuse the pun, that concerns the science of cryogenics, that branch of physics which deals with low temperatures, the hypothermic range in which more and more people are having their bodies frozen after death in the hope of reincarnation someday in the future.
All right. Close the casket.
No, please, one moment.
Mr. Richard, I don't want to lose any more refrigeration than we have already lost.
All right. All right, Doctor, do what you must.
Very well. That's it, Mr. Richard. We have done all that human hands can do. From now on, the computer takes over.
Our mystery drama, To Die Is Forever, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Mandel Kramer and Marion Seldes. The island looms high out of the sea like a mailed fist. Between it and the mainland, massive riptides whip the calmest sea to whitewater. Since the days of the Spanish Main, it has belonged exclusively to the Richard family, bought with the blood money and booty of 100 pirated ships. Silhouetted high above the harbor, a great mansion stands, built some 300 years ago by Richard the Red-Handed to house the dusky princess he stole for his bride from the island of Martinique. But that's ancient history. Today, 300 years later, we are concerned only with a descendant of his, unlike him in every way, save for his looks and the name he bears.
As you can see, Mr. Richard, we are now completely set up. The capsule itself, because of its weight, is on rollers. Ball bearing, and the whole thing counterweighted.
I suppose it has to be that enormous, Dr. Berkeley?
Yes, in order to accommodate the most efficient insulation system that we can devise to keep the liquid hydrogen at its optimum temperature for our purposes.
And how low is that?
In the range of minus 250 to 70 degrees. That is centigrade, of course.
Doctor, isn't hydrogen dangerous? Highly explosive?
Oh, in this case, all precautions have been taken. There is an outer layer of helium, which is a noble gas.
Noble?
The scientist's term for inert. Then beyond that, more insulation and 2 inches of lead against radiation and to sustain the pressures.
And can you maintain that lower temperature indefinitely?
The evaporation loss is very slight. It is renewed from the tanks, automatically metered by computer, which in turn is programmed by man. Also, there are manual controls as standby. The inside of the capsule, as you can see, is not much larger than an ordinary burial casket. The lid is also counterweighted, otherwise it would take 4 men to lift it. Of course, when it is closed, there are these lug pressure locks all around, which form a vacuum seal.
Mine is exactly the same?
Yes, you would like to see it?
No, not necessary. I take your word for it, Doctor. What about the compressor?
Also backed up. 2 others in case of any mechanical failure. That also is programmed in the computer.
Doctor, running like that, how many years could one last?
Excuse me, please. I was only testing the system, and since we are nowhere near the desired temperature, the compressor runs constantly. Once minus 250 has been reached, the compressor would automatically cut out like an ordinary air conditioner, and would not cut in again till the temperature rose to a thermostatically determined level.
I see.
Actually, it would run very little. A machine like this might operate anywhere from 100 to 1,000 years. Any more questions, Mr. Richard?
No. I'm no physicist or physician, Dr. Berkeley. I leave all that up to you.
Well, I can promise you, from the moment your wife is dead, she could be no safer anywhere else in the world.
When my wife is dead, what a price to pay for total safety.
Oh, do not think of the price now. Remember, you, with my help, are going to make her immortal.
Doctor, they say I have most of the money in the world. It's an overstatement. But I have enough. If immortality can be bought, I will spend it all.
Yeah, Shirley. Shirley? What the... Oh, the boss's hotline. Hello, Bill Porter, Mr. Richard.
You alone, Bill?
Yes, sir.
All right, listen carefully. I want you to drop everything and come straight down to the island by helicopter. Red light all the way.
I got you, Mr. Richard.
The chopper will pick you up at the usual place. No one is to know that you're going or that you're missing.
Roger.
I'm going to give you the safe file combination. Are you ready?
Ready, sir.
Don't write it down.
No, I'll remember it.
25 left, 8 right, 1 full rev plus 10 left, 6 left, 3 right. Now repeat it.
25 left, 8 right, 1 full rev, plus 10 left, 6 left, 3 right.
Okay, bring all the contents. All.
Can do.
One more thing. I want you to bring someone with you.
Who?
Dr. Fleming.
Maggie. Hey, has anything gone wrong with Mrs. Richards having the baby or something?
Please, don't ask questions. Can you bring her?
Well, I don't know, I guess, if it's important enough, but it's at short notice.
It's important enough. Are you two still going to be married?
Well, that's the general notion.
Well, maybe we could have the wedding down here. Bring enough clothes for the week.
Look, Mr. Richards, me you've got. I'm committed to you all the way. Not only because you're my bread and butter, but because, well, I'm committed. Now, Maggie, I don't control unless there's something seriously wrong with the sister.
Bill, tell Maggie that Felicia needs her. And tell her that this all has to be undercover. I'll explain when you get here. And for heaven's sake, do all that I've asked you to.
Yes, Shirley.
The red light was up, so I knew you were talking to you-know-who. You have a visitor I've been holding.
Shirley, I can't see anyone this morning. I have a lot of things to do.
Excuse me, sir, but I think you will see this lady. It's Dr. Margaret Fleming.
Maggie? Oh, for the love of Pete, send her right in. Hey, Maggie, come here.
That's a little more like it. I'm not used to cooling my heels when... Oh, darling, watch my rib cage, please. Oh.
Hey. Oh, what are you doing here?
Well, I had a morning clinic at the hospital. I got an early break. I had a little shopping to do, and I passed by your imposing building, and I said to myself, why not... Darling, what's wrong?
Come on over by the window. We have to talk.
You mean someone else is bugging you besides me?
Now, drop it. Joke time's over. Listen, Maggie, honey, I'm on red alert, and so are you.
What is it, Bill?
Well, secret orders, both of us. Packed for a week as of the minute before last. Report to the island via helicopter. Pick up soonest.
What's gone wrong? Did Felicia miscarry or something?
I don't know the answer to anything. Now, can you bug out just like that without a lot of questions?
Well, yes, as it happens, I can. That's why I'm floating free as of the moment. I've been writing Felicia. I don't get any answers, and I made up my mind I was going down there to dig up some myself.
Well, I'll go pack some stuff, and you do the same. And meet me, how about noon at the information booth at the terminal?
Yes. Of course, it's crazy, but then everything you do with my brother-in-law is. Only for some reason, this time I'm scared. You brought enough luggage for a month, Bill. Is this going to be very formal?
Well, my bag isn't all personal. I hate to tell you what the bulk of it is.
Why?
Well, you might hijack the plane and dump me for good in favor of it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't really know. Something big, something really way out is cooking. I don't like this trip.
Neither do I. I'm worried about my sister.
Well, we'll soon find out. There's the island dead ahead. We'll be dropping down on it any moment. Fasten your seatbelt, lover, and do a little praying.
Why? Is it a dangerous landing?
It isn't the landing that's worrying me. It's why we're making it.
How is the madame, monsieur?
No better, Tante Marie.
Oh, but no worse.
At least there is no pain that we can't control as yet. If there were a God in heaven...
Hush! Hush, monsieur. For you to say or think that is blasphemy. And of all places, not in front of him.
What? My inestimable ancestor, Richard the Red-Handed.
Why do you keep his portrait hanging? This murderer, thief, robber.
I don't know, Tante. He's a part of the family line, and to take it down would leave a gap in the succession. And besides, ever since I grew up, on my occasional visits to the island, he was a valuable object lesson to me.
Because he is your opposite.
Well, certainly not in looks, especially since I grew this beard.
But in his soul. This man was all depravity.
A product of his times, perhaps. Did you want me for something?
Oui, monsieur. The bird with the great wing approaches. It should be landing by now.
Yes, I know. The pilot short waved me he was on approach. Did you send Michael to meet them at the pad?
With Pierre to bring the bags. Where will they sleep?
Put Maggie, Dr. Fleming, next to Mrs. Richard. And Mr. Porter next to the bedroom that I'm using now. I must go downstairs and talk to them immediately. I'm going to be blunt and waste no time. Partly because, in my view, there is none to waste, and mainly because a surgeon's knife has to be swift and sure. First, Felicia is not having a baby.
What? Miscarriage? Oh, I was afraid.
No,
when
Maggie.
She didn't...
There never was any baby. That was just a general cover so we could disappear from view. The truth is, and you must know that it is as hard for me to tell you as for you to hear. Behind the optic nerve is a melanemic tumor. A cancer that is neither operable or reversible.
Oh, Lord, no.
Chief,
no.
Does that mean...
She'll be blind in a matter of days. If she isn't dead before that. In either case, death is inevitable.
I want to see her.
Of course you will. But first I must ask you to understand and to help us. We have only been waiting for this, for you to get here. This will be the last time you see your sister.
What do you mean?
I mean that once you have said your goodbyes, and I have said mine, Felicia and I have agreed that she will be placed under radical hypothermia in suspended animation.
Before she's dead?
The greater her chance for recovery when she is revived in the future. By the time a cure for her condition can have been perfected, and she can be returned to life.
I won't permit it. I'll have you stopped.
How? Everything is ready. You're isolated on this island until I arrange to have you taken off.
I warn you. If you do this, Richard, I'll have you arrested for murder.
That will be rather hard to do, since once Felicia is successfully put to sleep, I shall follow her. If we die together. But if she is to wake someday, she wants as much as I do for me to be there.
Now, wait a minute, Chief. You're as good as committing suicide.
Not if you believe as I do. I'm only using all of my money for something worthwhile. I am buying the woman I love a piece of the future, and my right to share it with her.
Well, here is such a tangle of hope, love, danger, and wish fulfillment that it could vie with a Gordian knot as a puzzle to untie. It'll take a little more time and consideration to approach it. I'll return shortly with Act 2. The Gordian knot, as I'm sure you will remember, was never unraveled. Alexander the Great solved the problem by simply taking his sword and slicing the knot in twain. A quick and easy remedy to a tantalizing and difficult problem. But can this one be solved as easily?
I still think you must be mad, Ross.
I'm sorry to hear that, Maggie, since your specialty is psychiatry. But I can assure you that you are mistaken.
Even admitting some techniques have been perfected to preserve the body, there's no way to return it to full life.
Not now. But within the next 50, 100 years, who knows what techniques will be devised? Say even 1,000. If those techniques are developed, they cannot be used on a body that has decomposed to dust. Maggie, please. Let me take you down and show you the lab that we have built, the preparation and precautions that have been taken. Have you met Dr. Berkeley?
No. What's the difference? It's all impossible, as Bill can tell you. Under the circumstances, no doctor would issue a death certificate.
There may be no need for death certificates.
I give up for the moment. I want to see Lisha. That's all I care about now.
You may on one condition.
What?
That you discuss none of this with her.
Now, wait a minute, Chief.
Bill, stay out of this.
No, I can't, Ross. Damn it, Maggie and I are going to be married. This is all in the family.
Exactly, which is where I want it to stay. Maggie, please, for Felicia's sake, she's under sedation, barely avoiding excruciating pain, and she has no illusions how hopeless her case is. This is her decision more than mine. And I have to ask you, for God's sake, as you believe in him, not to tell her that I plan to join her. You know she'd rather die in hopeless agony than think her illness would stop my present life.
You don't ask much, do you? All right, if I can have a quid pro quo.
What?
I will say nothing of our conversation together here today. If you promise to take no action until we've discussed this again.
Granted. One moment. I'll have Tante Marie show you up.
Oh, that old lady who greeted us when we came in?
Yes.
How old is she? Where does she come from?
She's from Martinique. She's been in the family employ since before I was born. We used to have large holdings in the Caribbean centuries ago. I suppose Tante Marie is descended from some of the servants who came back with my original ancestor who bought this island.
Oh, she looks at least 100.
I wouldn't be surprised if she were. Entree, Tante Marie. This is my wife's sister, Dr. Margaret Fleming. Will you take her up to see Mrs. Richard?
Grand plaisir. Madame le docteur, if you will come with me.
Thank you.
Remember our agreement.
I won't forget.
After you.
You've been with Mr. Richard's family a long time, Tante Marie.
Ever since I first came to this house.
And you stay here always?
I stand guard.
Stand guard? Over what?
Over the past, the present, and the future. Here I make my home. If Madame le Docteur would go up the stairs...
Of course. It must be very lonely in this great, huge, old house.
There are others who watch with me. Michel, Pierre, Jean. We are needed here. To the left, if you please.
Oh, this gallery, how magnificent. Are these all portraits of the family?
From the first to the present, Monsieur Richard. Before they became American, they were of the British nobility.
Or which was the first American? Or the last Englishman?
There, before you.
But that could be Ross himself. I mean, that could be the present Mr. Richard. What an incredible resemblance.
You see only the outward look, or what the artist paints. That one was the devil incarnate. He died 300 years ago.
Has my sister seen that portrait?
I think, poor wounded little bird. She was too sick when she came here to see or know much.
Is she so ill?
Oui, Madame le Docteur. I am an old woman without your education, your knowledge. But the shawl of death is about her shoulders.
Bill, did you bring the power of attorney?
Yes, in my attaché case.
All right, let's start with that. I want it to be a full power.
You mean attorney, in fact?
With total powers over all my affairs, personal or business.
Wow. Well, I don't know about that. First off, shouldn't it be Mr. Dietz?
Dietz is too old, Bill. I want a young man like yourself, who'll last maybe long enough till I get back, and whom I can trust absolutely.
Well, you can trust me, but...
But what?
Come on, Chief. This is a pretty wild ride. After you went through with this, are you legally dead, or are you alive? Or where does Felicia stand?
Felicia is as good as dead right this moment. I want to spare her the agony of waiting for that to be legal.
That's just the point. Chief, honest, there are so many legal arguments here. It's like all those angels dancing on the head of a pin. What's the use of getting into them? Cryogenics, freezing someone after they're legally dead, that's one thing. There's no law against it. But what you're trying to suggest or contemplate, there's just no way
Bill,
that...
please don't fight me. Help me. You know how much I love Felicia, and nothing else matters. I'd give my life for hers. All I'm asking you to do in friendship and in the name of love is to help me protect her and give her the only last chance I know to live.
Chief,
Monsieur Richard, excuse me. Where is the little madame? You go quick. I think...
Get Dr. Berkeley. Get him up there fast. Call from here.
Yes, master.
What is it, Tante Marie?
The beautiful one. I am afraid she is dead.
Maggie, what happened?
It's Lisha. She's dead. Oh, Bill, we only had this little time together.
Maggie, what happened?
These melanomas, they go wild.
Was Dr. Berkeley here?
Oh, yes. He'd been expecting it.
Well, now what?
He's gone downstairs to the vaults, the crypt, to arrange with his assistants for perfusion.
You mean they're going ahead with what the chief wanted anyway?
Oh, it makes no difference now. It's all perfectly legal.
Is there some way I can help?
Not Lisha. Not her anymore. But Ross...
What about him?
I hope when this form of burial he wants is over with, we can try to help him. I don't know.
Well, what do you mean?
He's like a wild man. He chased all of us out of the bedroom to be alone with Lisha. I tell you, darling, the only thing that's keeping me from going completely to pieces is my concern about him.
You think he's blown his... I mean that he's not... sane?
I think that Ross has always walked the tight edge of being schizoid. I just hope he hasn't slipped over and become paranoid.
Where is he now?
Alone with Lisha.
I'd better go up there.
No. No, leave him alone. He has the right to vent his own sorrow in his own way, alone with his wife. Just hold me tight a minute, Bill.
Oh, darling.
Because of Lisha. And because I hope and pray, if Ross is left alone, he can find his own release.
Felicia. All right, darling. The doctor says it doesn't make all that difference, dead or alive. I'll take you downstairs myself. Oh, how little you weigh. How wasted you are. My darling, wherever you are, don't be afraid. You won't be alone long. And you will be back here again someday with me. Soon as I get you downstairs, we'll save you. We'll make you immortal. God. There is no God if he can take someone like you for no reason. I renounce him. On this island, I alone am God.
Much better. Released at last from the chains of centuries. A fellow reprobate and recanter. Good welcome, nephew.
Who is that? Who spoke?
Look on your likeness in the portrait. The one whose name you bear. See the life in me eyes.
I must be going mad. I have no time for delusions.
Quite right. No time to spare on me now. See to your wife. But once you have commended her to the physician's care, I will make a pact with you.
A pact?
Yes. Find me where I lie in the tomb, and in return for my rebirth, my life again, I will give you the secret of all life.
How long are they going to be down there?
It's a long process.
I don't understand.
The blood has to be removed and stored. The body perfused with glycerol or some such substance. The only thing is, Ross, I'm so worried about...
Now, look, forget it, dear. His affairs are all in order. Just to set your mind at rest, I'll check him out, okay?
All right.
All right, good night, love. Try to get some rest.
All right. She's ready, gentlemen. Lift her into the casket carefully.
Chief, are you all right?
Bill, what the hell are you doing here? Get back upstairs.
I just wanted to make sure that everything
is as all right as it can be. You can assure Maggie of that. I'll see you in the morning.
All right. Close the casket.
Now, please, one moment.
Mr. Richards, I don't want to lose any more refrigeration than we have already lost.
All right. All right, do what you must.
Close the lid. Very well. That's it, Mr. Richard. We have done all that human hands can do. From now on, the computer takes over.
All right. Then get out of here. All of you. I want to be alone with my wife.
5 o'clock of the morning, just before dawn. An excellent time for our business. So before you wake, my 10th generation nephew, let us make our bargain. I too once loved a woman, a princess I stole from Martinique, bringing her here to this chateau I built along with her faithful serving woman. The aged crown you now call Dr. Marie. But I tired of my Marguerite and not being cursed with a conscience as you are, I threw her into the sea. My stupidity was in not realizing that having trafficked with heathens, I had made myself vulnerable to them. The woman, Tante Marie Isobel Dunn, high priestess of voodoo. And she killed me even as your wife was killed. Stabbed through the eye in a waxen image by a golden nail driven into my brain. Find me where I lie in my tomb in this same crypt and remove the golden spike. Then I shall return and in reward offer you the secret of all life.
Ross Richards searches the shelves and niches of the crypt that stretches into the shadows. At length he finds a casket and, smearing away the dust, reads, Sir Ross Richard, he that was called the Red-Handed. With an effort, he opens the ancient coffin. In the bottom of it lies no evidence of a corpse, only a small, crude figure of a waxen doll with a golden spike driven into one eye and through the brain. I shall return in a moment with Act 3. For a long moment, Ross Richard looks down on the ludicrous sight of that primitive doll transfixed through the brain. Then, slowly, with instinctive distaste and a ripple of fear down his spine at the ancient evil it suggests, he lifts it from the coffin. And suddenly, once again, the voice, so like his own, is sounding insistently in his ear.
You have it in your hands, the secret of life. If you want to translate it, pull out the nail, the spike, and set me free.
Why not? I have nothing to lose anymore. Very well. Now! What was that?
The voodoo woman, in despair that I have triumphed at last. Hey, put her aside. I will take care of her later. Now there is our pact. You have freed me.
I must be going mad. I can see your shape standing before me, doublet, sword, a ghost out of the past.
Reborn, but no longer ghost.
You promised me the secret of all life.
Yes. The more fool you to trust me. For I shall have it, not you.
What do you mean?
Can you see me anymore?
No.
Because I have already occupied your body and cast you out. How could you have trusted me, poltroon, idiot, sentimentalist? The secret of life is to own a body, as I now own yours, leaving you to wander as I have between heaven and hell.
No! God help me!
You renounced God and turned yourself over to the devil. As his advocate, I claim title to your body by right.
Never!
Too late. This body is mine.
No, I won't let you.
You can't stop me.
Every bit of strength that I have.
Chief, what is it? What's wrong?
Let him alone, Bill. It's some kind of seizure. I'll handle it. I need a hypo. Darling, look there in the first cabinet. The autoclave's just beyond...
Okay.
What is it? It's some kind of a seizure. Help me now.
Okay.
Roll back that right sleeve.
All right, sure, Maggie. Here's a hypo.
Now help me hold
I'm
it.
holding, okay.
Now.
Okay.
There. Should take hold in a minute.
Well, what happened to him, Maggie?
It's just what I was afraid of. He's gone over the edge. The question is, into what?
Oh, great serpent, whose head reaches high above the clouds, and whose tail is buried in the darkest deep of the seas, I command and conjure you, in the dread and dark name of voodoo, to appear before thy faithful servant in her agony and her terror, and to answer all questions in whatsoever form shall please you, so that I must know what to do with the devil man I conquered in your name 4,000 moons ago, and who now walks abroad amongst us again. Hear me, I beg you, and tell me if my time is come at last, and if not, what is my task?
Tante Marie! Tante Marie!
The Master Richard.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Where are you?
I do not know. In space. Nowhere. Blankness. I am cast out from my own body.
By the red-handed one, your ancestor.
Yes, he tricked me. I found the voodoo doll in his coffin, and I pulled the pin from his head.
I knew it. I could feel it. His heart was torn from my own brain. So I cried aloud in pain and fear and to warn you.
I heard your cry, but it was too late.
Where did you leave the doll, Master? And the golden nail?
I don't know. In the coffin. By the coffin when his form appeared.
If they are still there, I can return your soul to your body to cast out his.
Find the doll before he does. Find the doll. Find the doll. Find the doll.
Find the doll. I've got to find the doll before...
Ross, take it easy. It's all right.
Who are you?
Maggie?
I'm no Maggie. Yeah. What holds me down?
Those restraining straps, Bill. He's going into convulsions.
You don't understand.
Tighter.
You must help me. I beg you. They're all against me. Against me. If I can't find the door, you see that I'm threatened. You see the danger. I must find the door. The door.
Good Lord. What's wrong with him, Maggie?
I don't know. I mean, I can't answer it right away, Bill. It's some sort of form of schizophrenia. Compulsion neurosis. Except the convulsions are not classic symptoms. There may be a somatic problem, some neurological complication. I really don't know. When we got here last night, my brother-in-law told me that it was his intention to have his sister perfused and put under radical hypothermia before she died.
That was his intention?
Would you have done that for him, Doctor?
I am an old man. The last best part of a long life has been in the study of cryogenics. I believe with all my heart that we stand on the threshold of a breakthrough. Would I have used this technique on Mrs. Richard had she been alive? I don't know. Fortunately, I did not have to face the temptation.
And what about Ross himself?
A young man in the full vigor of health. That is another question. For no more than any other physician do I pretend to be God. But no, we are not ready for that yet, if ever. You need have no concern as long as Mr. Richard is alive.
Thank you, Doctor. That's all I want to know. Come on, Bill.
Right with you.
We've got to get in touch with the mainland. Ross has got to be taken to a hospital with full facilities and have his condition evaluated. Where's the phone?
I don't know. Probably in the study.
Look, here's someone who should. Tante Marie?
Oui, monsieur le docteur?
We want to find a phone.
That is in the master's room, where I do not know it is hidden.
What's that you have in your hand?
The voodoo doll that the master found, and the golden nail that he took from its head.
The what?
The master is with the doctor. How is he?
He's quite sick, Tante Marie. That's why we need the telephone, to get a helicopter here to take him to a real hospital.
Hospital cannot help. His sickness is of the soul. He does not live in his own body.
What?
Shh, Bill. And if he doesn't, then who does?
Come with me. I will show you.
You don't think there could be anything to that old dame's claim about the picture?
I think quite possibly there could. Keep looking for that phone.
Yeah, sure. You can't be serious.
I don't believe in voodoo mumbo-jumbo, but in Ross's state of mind, he might have. Well, it could have been very real to him.
You mean because he's half off the track anyway, this might have been enough to knock him all the way?
Something like that. Bill, I've got it.
Where?
Here, in the closet.
Oh. What's the matter?
No tone. Here, listen.
Yeah. The line's dead. This is worse than useless.
Is there any other way off this island?
Well, there are boats in a channel if you can navigate it.
Well, why can't you?
You'd have to see it to believe it. Oh, there must be someone on the island who can get through besides Ross himself.
Well, let's go find him.
O great and living serpent, I offer up to you this waxen candle as the light of your eyes to see the obedience I offer in your name. Here is the doll, the living representation of the living devil who must be destroyed. And here is the instrument, the golden nail, which I take in thy name to strike into the brain and soul of our enemy and to free my master. Once it is done, bring me back to thee, for I am weary. Give me a sign, O great serpent. At thy command, I strike!
Dr. Fleming.
Yes, Dr. Berkeley, what is it?
I have been looking for you. Where were you?
We were down at the harbor. We're trying to make arrangements to get off the island. What is it?
Mr. Richard, he died suddenly in one huge convulsion. I don't know what happened.
Hey, wait a minute. Anyone smell anything burning?
Yes. Do you suppose that the storm,
it could
lightning...
not affect us in the catacombs.
It's coming from upstairs. Come on.
What is it, Bill?
Tante Marie, she's dead. There was a lighted candle and the whole room's a sea of fire.
Can't we put it out?
I'll take a full armor and a fireboat. We gotta get out of here before this whole place goes up like a bonfire. The chateau's mostly wood. It's as dry as tinder.
Good Lord, perhaps I am being punished. We've got to get everyone out of here.
What do you mean?
Well, with all my precautions, I never thought of this kind of fire. If it generates enough heat to melt through to the hydrogen, it isn't only the house, but the whole the whole island that could blow sky high.
Did we get everyone off, Bill?
Well, except Tante Marie and
Lisha. And Ross.
That's it.
They wanted to make that island their grave. Mr. and Mrs. Richard, I mean. Ironic, isn't it? That instead of being frozen, they stand a better chance of being incinerated.
You mean you think the hydrogen tanks?
There is your answer. Or maybe it is the answer that those who fly in the face of God only court destruction.
But at least, wherever Ross and Lisha are, they can be together now. What more could any of us ask from the future than to share it with those we love?
A strange, tortuous story, and one that, in spite of all the pyrotechnics, really has no ending. I can only leave you with nothing but questions. I have no answers. Is there anyone who does? I'll be back shortly. When the fire backdrafted to the ground floor, the whole blazing inferno suddenly collapsed to make a grate out of the catacombs. The lead coffins were fused to tangled lumps of metal, and Ross and his bride had no more future than you or I, wherever we go, when death finds us at last. Our cast included Marion Seldes, Mandel Kramer, Jack Grimes, Ann Petoniak, and Leon Janney. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
I'm E.G. Marshall. Are you one of those who believe that the voices of those you love can reach you from beyond the grave? And if you do, should you summon them up, or is it wiser to leave the dead past to bury its past? I offer no answer. You decide for yourself, on the basis of this story of men who flirt with death all their lives.
And catching Joe.
If we can keep her on the track, he made that curve all right.
Yeah, but he's catching up on the straightaway, and he's going to try to... No!
What is it?
It's the same pattern that killed my father.
It's okay. He has plenty of room and enough speed if he just keeps his nerve. Old Judas.
What?
He chickened out. The damn fool's trying to come back inside, but the car won't hold it.
No!
Oh, good Lord, she's gone!
Our mystery drama, The Gray Ghost, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin. All of us have private ghosts of one sort or another, remembered terrors that lurk in shadows deep within us, or specters that lean over one shoulder, ghouls that haunt us by day or night. Psychiatry wouldn't be a very profitable area of medical practice if we didn't. This time around, though, we speak of gentler ghosts, ghosts that the memory refuses to let go, who may not bring fear, but can disturb our lives and haunt us just as thoroughly.
Can I get you another pillow, Mrs. Richards?
No, thanks.
Or a blanket?
No, I don't feel like sleeping.
Long night. It'll be 4.5 hours before we reach Rome. Maybe longer. We can't get around this headwind.
Well, I really don't want anything, thanks.
Well, if you're sure there's nothing I can get you. Maybe a drink.
No. Unless you happen to have one labeled Guaranteed Peace of Mind.
I wish I could provide it. I'm sorry, Mrs. Richards.
Even that really doesn't belong to me. My husband's name.
Oh, dear. You lost him?
In a manner of speaking. He didn't die, just a divorce.
Oh.
That should make me gay, shouldn't it?
I beg your pardon?
Just a bad joke. The gay divorcee, right? Isn't that the stereotype? Well, I'm not. I'm one of life's losers, and it seems to be a habit that I can't shake.
Oh, I just couldn't figure you for a loser. Not anyone as beautifully dressed and as lovely looking.
Beauty is only skin deep, and the clothes are someone else's design, not mine. That's another one of my failures.
If you want to talk, I'm technically on a break, and I'm a good listener.
Oh, thank you. I can't see your name.
Angie.
Angie, thanks. But I think I'd just soon be alone.
Well, if you need me, just ring.
I don't need you, Angie. I don't need Ken. And most of all, I don't need myself. What I need is...
Oh, Duchess. Long time no see.
Oh, Dad.
Not anymore.
Always. Always.
When you call on me, I have to show up. Running out again, Duchess.
You mean on Ken? Well, I did that months ago.
You sure? How was Rita? You didn't get over to Vegas and see any of my old gambling buddies, huh?
Nope. I stayed my legal time and got out of town fast.
Why, Duchess?
Oh, I couldn't cut it, Dad. I like Ken too much to be a drag on him. Now, before there were children and we got trapped, I thought I ought to get out, that's all.
Did he want it?
No. But then, you see, he never would face the truth.
What?
That he married a loser. I didn't want to make him one, too.
Duchess, why do you call yourself a loser all the time?
Come on, Dad. What else am I? I took Mom away from you just by her having
The breaks, baby. I tried to make up for her the best way I could.
Could I have ever asked for more? You were it. My sun, my moon, the center of it all, Dad. And not only just my father and my friend and my special boyfriend, but you were somebody. Chip Stabile, right up there with Jackie Stewart, Stuart Moss, and Graham Hill. What do you think it was like at those last few indies? The two that you won. Even the one you lost, except
the one I really blew. The one you should forget.
I can't.
You must.
No.
Took me right out of this world.
No, I can't shut out the memory of you passing Alex high on the turn. And the way he drove you off and through the rail. And I can see the car in the air spinning and turning and then crashing. And the sheet of flame, that sheet of
All
flame.
right, Duchess, knock it off. There are real chances you must take. You don't win them all. Just stop remembering. Shut it out of your mind. Let me lie a little easy in my grave.
I can't. You were my whole world. You were never a loser, Dad. I've never been able to believe it really happened. You never died for me.
I'm dead enough. Why won't you accept it?
I know you're dead, but I can't accept it. And once I lost you, well, I became the perpetual loser. Then I met Ken. Sweet Ken. And he was kind and gentle. And he made me a buyer. I thought maybe that was the way out, but Ken fell in love with me. So I married him. And I thought maybe that was my way out. Well, it wasn't.
Why, Duchess?
Because I couldn't offer him enough in return for what he wanted to give me. He couldn't measure up to you, Dad. So, I'm running.
Where?
Did you ever play pin the tail on the donkey? Well, I picked Rome. On a buyer's trip, I was once kind of happy there, and as happy as I can be since you went out like a shooting star.
You know Freud isn't my bag, Duchess, but what are you going to find there?
I don't know. Maybe enough courage to keep myself from swallowing those sleeping pills that I've been saving up.
You wouldn't do anything stupid like that.
I'm not so sure.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mrs. Richards, but we're running into some turbulence. Will you please fasten your seatbelt?
What? What is it?
Are you all right? You look as if you'd seen a ghost.
Not seen a... I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh, don't be alarmed. It's nothing serious. But we're running into a bad storm, so please fasten your belt. And excuse me. The pilot reports rough weather. Fasten your seatbelts, please.
Dad, maybe this would be the best way. Just to go out as you did. And have it all over with.
Well, Mrs. Richards, here we are. Safe and sound. Do you have a bag up above?
No, Angie. Right here by my feet. Oh, I can't believe I'm here in Rome.
Do you have friends waiting for you?
Nobody. I'm flying solo.
Oh, well, where are you staying?
Just a hotel up above the Spanish Steps, the Umberto. You know it?
Oh, yes. Well, you won't be flying solo very long. Not between Italian men.
Oh, and being a gay divorcee. You think the word would travel that fast, Angie?
Well, in Italy, the name of the game is amore.
But it is up to me whether or not I want to play it.
Sure.
It isn't bad if you want to go along with it, I guess. Sure beats skeletons in the closets,
Arrivederci?
Arrivederla, Angie. And maybe it might be a lot better than ghost bats in the belfry, I guess.
So, Senora Richards, how do you like your first night in Rome?
Oh, it's just beautiful, Senor Basso. And I love your restaurant.
Oh, my. Well, I hope that is for the music or anything besides me.
Oh, I promise you it's nothing but jet lag. I haven't slept for nearly 30 hours or something. I am beat.
But of course you are. I shall take you home subito to bed.
Oh, I am not quite sure how to accept that invitation.
Tonight, without the slightest suspicion, at face value. Tomorrow, we shall begin our romance, no?
What are you suggesting for tomorrow?
Well, I have my car. The weather is promised to be perfect. Let me drive you up the coast and show you my Italy. and my love.
I'm afraid I'll be a disappointment.
Ah, Signora, you have had much unhappiness. You are moltissimo triste. That is not right for a woman so beautiful.
That's what I'm trying to...
Eh? What is it?
That waiter there. He looked just like... No, never mind.
But you looked as though you had seen a ghost.
Well, it's a habit I seem to have fallen into lately. Now, I really think I'm just too tired to make sense. Won't you take me home?
If you will promise we meet tomorrow for lunch.
All right. But late. I've got to sleep and sleep till I get all these cobwebs out of my head.
So, you will not be in Rome long, Mrs. Richards?
I don't know, Senor Basso. It depends.
On what?
My mood, I suppose. Not a very good one, I'm afraid.
L'amore. It kills and it heals. I have been sorry to hear about you and your husband. And the divorce.
Well, how did you know?
Oh, Signor Kerze, from whose firm you used to buy, has told me. That is why he introduced us. You must stay long enough in Italy for me to bring you back the sunshine.
Well, you are making a very good start. It's clouding up. Looks like rain.
Non importante. A shower, that's all.
Oh, it's getting very dark. And you do drive very fast.
I am an Italian, and I have the car to do it.
What time is it?
Does it matter?
I would like to get back to Rome in the daylight, Senor Basso.
Guido?
What?
Well, surely we know each other well enough by now, Caterina. Or may I say, Kate?
If you wish. And Guido is easier than Senor Basso. Guido, okay? I think maybe we'd better head back for Rome.
Do we really want to?
No, but you're not going to start all this over again, are you?
At every opportunity.
Don't you ever get any rebuffs?
Well, it happens, but then I do have many affairs of the heart also.
Well, score one for honesty. But I do think we should get back. It's getting quite misty.
Oh, there is no hurry. I can have you back in Rome in 40 minutes. For that matter, if your nerve is as great as your resistance, in less.
60 miles?
80 kilometers. Mia carissima, you are riding in a Ferrari Dino 2500cc displacement 2.5 liters. Nothing can beat this car when I let her out. Or her sister. Whichever one I race at Monza. That's the track outside Milano 2 weeks from now. Will you come and see me win, huh? As my guest?
Well, that depends on how gentle a host you turn out to be today.
Oh, Kate, can you blame me for trying so hard to do...
What is it?
Look behind us.
Another car, so?
Oh, but what a car.
Oh, it does look a little strange. Hard to see in all this mist. What is it?
Who knows? Homemade. You find them all over Italy. It is our other love affair.
Women and cars.
Or sometimes the other way. This paisan, he is mad trying to race with my Ferrari and me.
Yes, poor paisan. And he's coming closer and closer.
This mule track I turned off on. Que diavolo, it winds like a snake. If I had a straightaway... now, straight ahead. Now we show him our heels.
And where do you keep your heels, Guido? On your radiator cap?
What? What do you mean?
Just if you're going to show them to your paisan, that's where they better be. He's going to pass you.
Impossibile.
Not only possible, but there he goes. Guido, you're slowing down. And I thought you never gave up.
Well, you hear what's happened to my car?
Oh, serious?
No. She is due in the shop to be taken down on Monday. She needs an overhaul. I shouldn't have let her fall out in this condition. Now I am filled with, how do you say, superstition. Huh? Did we really see that car?
It passed us? Well, of course.
Who was driving?
Well, in a crash helmet and goggles, how can anyone tell?
What is it?
I don't know. Just a sudden cold feeling that came over me.
That it might not have been a car at all, huh? Just some phantom of the storm?
Driven by a ghost.
Was it a phantom car? And if it is, who was the wraith that drove it? Was it a deterrent to Senor Basso's carefully planned seduction? Or was it part of his general plan to win Kate? Or at least, as we used to say more politely, her favors? I'll return shortly with Act Two. Whatever the strange vehicle that passed him so ignominiously turns out to be, for the moment it is not occupying Guido's mind. His thoughts are far from the supernatural. No, something more natural and obvious is on Guido's mind. Has been ever since he met Kate. And he little expects ever to see the ghost car again.
Do you think you can coax her back to Rome?
Oh, no, I could not think of it. But we are coming into Corvietto, a little town right ahead. We can garage her there for the night.
Oh. Won't they have a mechanic?
To touch a mia bambina? Oh, no. I phoned it to Rome for my own.
Well, how long will that take?
Just overnight.
Oh. And this Corvietta, of course, there is no railroad, I suppose. No buses to Rome.
No, just a village, but there is a delightful little pensione, a charming little inn that is run by an old friend of mine.
I see. Well, I guess I do owe you an apology, Guido.
You do? For what?
Well, back there on the road, I was kidding you about never giving up. Guess I should have known better. You never do you?
Kate, I am a man. And Italiano.
Buonasera. You wish to register?
Per piacere. Come sta, signora Brandalione?
Sta bene. Molto grazie, signor Basso.
Sì.
Nice to see you. You and the signora prefer a room on the garden or upstairs?
Neither.
Okay.
2 single rooms, one upstairs, the other down, and I'll take the ground floor.
But I do not understand, signora.
It's quite simple. I am not, technically anyway, a signora. I'm a single girl, and I guess I'm a Ms.
Ms.?
She means that we are not married or...
A million pardons. And now I understand.
So does the signor, I hope.
I was only joking, Kate. Please forgive me for all this inconvenience. I'm sorry this had to happen, believe me.
I don't.
Don't what?
Don't believe you for a moment that you're sorry.
Oh, you are so right.
And I will tell you something else, I think.
What?
I think you're a heel, Senor Basso.
Would I deny it? Why don't you sign the register, Kate? And then the padrona will show you to your room, and while you freshen up, I will arrange for a dinner with wine and candlelight. And I will hope that when you come back, you will be, more forgiving. And I shall phone my mechanic in Rome to be here first thing in the morning to fix the car. Okay?
If you mean make a phone call, yes.
Oh, I am not forgiven?
Well, I'd like to do a little thinking about that first.
I will live on hope that you will be generous. Scusi,
how to say, the Ms. has no luggage?
The only possible baggage you see is me. Now, where did the signor leave his car?
At the garage, right across the street.
Is there a mechanic there?
But the best, Giovanni. But if you would care to see your room...
No, I think I'd rather see Giovanni first.
But of course. Shall I tell the signor you are there?
Well, if you don't mind, any messages from me I'd like him to get by himself. Oh, yes, Dad. If he knew whose daughter he was messing around with, he wouldn't be so smart. Giovanni?
Sì, un momento, per favore. Che faccio mi...
Something wrong.
Oh, not in your life.
Well, then why the...
Oh, American, too. Hey, lady, I haven't seen anything like you since the Miss America pageant, 1971.
Well, thank you. I feel like a wine. Was that a good year?
Oh, the best. Every one a winner. But not one could hold a candle to you.
And here I just about decided that you were all American yourself, Giovanni.
Joe will do. I am American. Born and bred there. It's my country.
You know, you sound as though you miss it.
Every minute of every day.
And why do you stay here?
Like this and that. Yeah, you know, when my mom died and nothing would do but my pop had to come home to the old country, you know, that's for laughs in a way.
Why?
Oh, my pop was born in Little Italy, you know, Mulberry Street, New York. He didn't even speak Italian as good as I do. But the old ones, they get kinky ideas sometimes. You see, this place right here, this is where my mom was born.
Not very kinky. I can understand why he wanted to see the town.
Sure. And I went along. I made the trip back with him myself because, well, he was pretty sick. You know, I knew he wanted to die here. One thing led to another. I stayed on, had to make a living to keep us going, so I got the gas station and the shop and became a grease monkey.
In this little town?
Yeah, in this little town. I was stuck. Come on, I didn't mean to break down and tell you the story of my life. It's just that talking American again feels so good. Anyway, no more running off at the mouth. What can I do for you, ma'am?
I just wanted to ask you about the Ferrari that you just gassed up.
Oh, this baby? Well, nothing wrong I can see. Oh, yeah. Little over-choked.
Oh, that figures. You mean someone pulled the choke out?
Sure. Flooded the carburetor.
And to make her sound as if she was breaking down?
Well, yeah, if the guy handled it right.
Couldn't have been accidental, could it?
Well, not on a car like this unless... Well, look, I don't know what kind of a driver your husband is,
No, he's not my husband. Signor Guido Basso.
Guido Basso? The billionaire sportsman, the racing driver?
That's our boy.
Holy Mac. In that case, it could only have been deliberate. Like, he must have had some reason to... Oh. Like that, huh?
Yeah, like that. He had a cute little notion that we could register here at the Pensione, which I don't go for. Joe, have you got a car?
Have I got a car? Lady, follow me. Now, I warn you, when I unveil her, she may not look like much, but she is far out. I mean, there is nothing in Europe to touch her. Well, there she is, ma'am. I call her La Bellissima.
The gray ghost.
Huh? The what?
You passed us on the road a while back so fast that we weren't sure whether you were real or a mirage.
Oh, she's for real. Yeah. I figured this was the Ferrari I blew by. But I never figured I was kicking dirt on Guido Basso.
Joe, will you take me back to Rome? I'll pay you, of course.
Oh, no, forget it. I'm closing up anyway. Well, what business is there now? Besides, how often does a plain Joe get a chance to play Sir Galahad, huh? What do you want to leave?
As of 5 minutes before I even asked.
You are on your way right now, ma'am. Climb in.
The name is Mrs. Richards. But as long as we're going AWOL together, why not make it Kate?
Okay, Kate, but I feel a little bit shaky.
Why?
Guido Basso, holy cow.
What are you afraid of, that he might catch up with us?
Lady, I mean Kate, not while you're riding these white horses. 250 of them under that hood. Plus a special injection carburetor which makes all the difference. A little gimmick of my own, you know. I call it the Ross Special.
Ross? Is that your second name?
Rossini, before it got cut down. Now listen to this chorus sing. The only thing faster is a jet plane, and you can't run them on the ground. Guido Basso, huh? Oh, I'll bet he popped the cork when I passed him. It's gonna make him a hell of a lot madder that you passed him up.
Why are we slowing down?
Well, even Italy has a couple of speed laws. We're already in the outskirts of Rome.
It was so wonderful. Just like old times, sailing on the wind. Oh, she's a wonderful car, Joe. Just 8 up the road. Do you race her?
Are you kidding?
How would you like to race her in a couple of weeks at Monza?
Oh, no. No dough.
How much would it cost?
Well, entry fee, pit crew, replacements, parts, travel expense. What's the sense making a list I know by heart? Around 7 or 8 million lira, bottom line.
It's about $12,000.
If you can guess the exchange any given day. I mean, what's the diff? It could be 8 billion. She's not for racing.
Well, then why did you build her?
Is there any answer for that? I don't know. I love cars. She's all I've had since my pop finally cashed in. I'm just plain in love with her, I guess. It's all that holds me here. I should go home.
And what would happen to Bellissima?
I guess I'd sell her. To some rich dilettante like Basso. Except by now he's too mad at me to buy.
You mean after all you have told me you would sell him this car?
Well, why not?
Well, it's too much a part of you.
Yeah, but it's been done before. I'm in debt up to my ears. I could pay off and have enough to let me sneak back into the USA.
No, I can't let you do that. Pull over under the trees and park, Joe.
What's the point?
You know, it's not very flattering if you refuse my request.
Oh, put it that way. How can I refuse?
You mustn't sell this car.
Why not?
Because I think if you did, you'd be selling your own soul, Joe.
Oh, look, Kate, let's leave it lay, huh? I mean, even if I had cash, who's going to drive? I haven't got credentials. Besides, I got to be in the pit to handle and baby this lady through, you know?
Well, then we'll find another driver.
How? Where? You know what a racing driver is? He ain't built of blood and nerves, only guts and reflexes and iron. He doesn't think, he only reacts. He's got wrists of steel, eyes like a fly, and nothing but the will to win. And you know how he's made?
I should.
He isn't. He's born. In a race like Monza, you won't find a driver who's worth a damn within 1,000 miles of Italy who isn't already tied up. So where else do I find such a guy?
Just give me a moment to think. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Duchess, how can I help?
You can't. But Alex could.
Alex? Well, he's never driven
Since the accident, I know.
He dropped out of the game. Where would you find him?
I know where he is. I saw him last night, Dad, in Rome. He's a waiter. He ducked when he saw me.
Alessandro Corvi, a waiter?
A lot more than he deserves after what he did to you. But he can drive.
Oh, will you stop blaming Corvi for me? What happened was the chances you take.
Are you sure? He didn't panic or deliberately drive you into the wall on that turn. Well, why did he quit then?
We have to rake over the old ashes. Let it go, Kate, will you? We're well out of it. Why try to get back in?
But, Dad, you've said I've been running away from things, that I'm afraid to turn around and face life. Well, I think it's time that I did, and this is just as good a place to start as any.
It's gonna run into some heavy dough, baby.
Well, I still have most of what you left me.
Yeah, little enough that was. It'll take most of it.
Dad, I am a gambler, just like my old man, and I'll win it back if you'll help me.
How?
When I talk to Corfi, coax him to come back to driving.
Oh, it won't be easy. Look, Kate, maybe you better let sleeping dogs lie.
Who is talking about dogs? I'm talking about horses, Dad, the kind you used to ride. Maybe not 4,000cc class yet, or the big purses. This is a sports car racing, 2.5 liters, but it's a beginning. And Joe will go on to build bigger and better cars and get bigger and better sponsors. And I want to help him buy that future.
And what about your own?
Well, maybe I can prove to myself I'm of use to someone again. And then I can find mine.
I don't know, Duchess. You don't know what you're asking.
Dad, you wouldn't let me down, would you?
That's the whole trouble, Duchess. I'm afraid I might have to.
Well, now, that's a rather uncooperative attitude for a so far friendly, or should we say sympathetic spectre. Why would that presence from beyond the grave not be eager to help the daughter he wants so desperately to find herself again? Or does he know something about his old friend Corfy that we don't know? I'll return shortly with Act 3. Soft Italian moonlight filters down through the trees, sending a dancing pattern of light and shadow across Kate's face as she lies back with her eyes closed in the car. Sitting beside her, Joe watches with a small frown of puzzlement. Has she fallen asleep? Or is it just a trick of the rippling shadows that makes it seem as if perhaps she were talking to someone? Then suddenly she opens her eyes.
I know where to get your driver.
Where? Who?
Well, someone I saw in a restaurant the night before last. A waiter.
A waiter?
Named Alessandro Corfi.
Alessandro Oh, scrub it, Kate. He hasn't driven in over 4 years.
I think we can get him.
You don't understand. There was an accident at the Indy Speed Trials 4 years ago. His best friend got killed.
I know. He was my father.
Chip Stabile was your father? But I thought you said Richards.
That's right. That's my married name.
Oh.
And, unfortunately, my divorced one.
Oh.
Does that bring out the Italian in you, Joe? Give you any ideas?
None I mightn't have had before.
Well, cool them. I told you this is a partnership, and it's strictly business.
What partnership?
Ours. I'm going to put up the money so that you can enter La Bellissima at Monza.
Oh, hey, now, wait a minute. I
It's
can't...
racing money, Joe. It's the money my dad left me.
Look, I told you what it's going to cost.
If we can hold it to 10,000, I know I can swing it. We can save on 2 items, the pit boss and the driver.
Well, look, me, you got, but you honestly think you can get Corfy to drive?
Well, I think he can be persuaded.
By you?
By me.
You know something? I wouldn't be surprised if you can.
Then we have a deal?
You get Corfy to drive La Bellissima, and you got 50% of the car.
And, Joe, it's so good to see a man come to life again.
Listen, we race under any color you choose.
I like the gray ghost just as she is.
The Gray Ghost. Yeah, that's great. Let's call it that from now on. Oh, brother, I'm as happy as a kid on the last day of school.
Now you get me back to Rome so I can talk to Corfy. Hello, Alex.
Oh, so you did recognize me the other night?
Yes.
I tried to avoid you. Why you come back?
I want to talk to you.
About the what?
No, not here.
I don't want to talk about your father.
He may have to be part of it.
I go get excused by the head waiter. We can walk by the river. What do I think of Basso's Ferrari? Superb!
And what would you say if I told you I know a car that passed Guido as if he was standing still?
Oh, I would say it is the best car in Europe.
Well, how would you like to drive it at Monza?
No, I never drive again. Not after what happened to Chip.
You blame yourself for that?
Don't you, Duchess?
Well, I did. But I don't know, Alex. Now that it's far enough away, I think if the positions had been reversed, wouldn't have Dad done the same thing?
What?
Cut him off from passing on the outside, drive him to the rail, and...
That is what everyone saw happen. And so a friend is dead, and I, who would have died for him, am to blame. We leave it at that. I swore I would never drive again.
Not even if I tell you that I'm half owner of the car, and we have no one else to drive it. Don't you owe me that at least? For my father.
For... Oh, I must be mad. I am out of condition. My reflexes... 2 weeks. I will not know the car completely, but... All right, if you ask me, I shall drive. But, Kate, it will be a miracle if I can win for you.
winning.
Can't believe it. Her first race.
He's lapped the field at least twice.
Yeah, except for Basso. He's holding on.
He's a full lap behind.
Oh, lady, stay with us. Hold up, baby. Hold up.
Oh, I can't see it. What is it?
It's a bad crash on the far turn.
Not Alex.
No, he barely missed him. Oh, damn, he hit something. The off front wheel.
Is it bad?
We'll know in a minute. No, the wheel's out of line. He's signaled. All right, boys. He's coming in next lap for repair. Run out 2 spare wheels and grab the gas line.
What's the trouble, Joe?
Well, it's maybe just a wheel. We'll have to jerk it to see.
I suppose it isn't the axle.
Well, then we've had it.
Don't touch that wheel, Joe.
What's the matter? You crazy?
Baby, have we got stop?
Well, sure.
This Madonna, she run the better on 3 wheels.
Alex, you're not going out. You're not.
You think not? You see who that was? Basso. He's made up. Stand away.
Can he catch him, Joe?
If he can keep her on the track. He made that curve all right.
And he's catching up on the straightaway. He's going to try to... No!
Huh? What is it?
But that's the same pattern that killed my father.
No, it's okay, Kate. It's okay. He has plenty of room and enough speed if he just holds his nerve. Oh, Judas Priest.
What?
He chickened out. The damn fool's trying to come back inside, but she won't hold her. Oh, my God, she's gone! Well, I suppose we have to go in and see him.
Alex? Well, of course, he's hurt. He may be...
Oh, don't worry. I've talked to the doctors. Nothing serious. He got out lucky. We took the fall thanks to him.
What does that mean?
Well, you saw what happened. He chickened out. He let Basso fake him out on that last turn. The Ferrari didn't have the speed to pass, but Alex flinched and peeled off, went into a spin, and that's what took him over the rail. Boy, when I think of it, before the race, Basso came and offered me 25 million lira for the Grey Ghost, and I turned him down. Now we're left with nothing but a pile of junk.
Because you think Alex panicked?
Well, you saw it with your own eyes. What else?
I'm just not quite sure, Joe. Look, go into Alex, please, and try to be nice to him. I want to be alone in this little waiting room here to think, and maybe make a phone call.
Yeah, but Kate...
Please, Joe.
Okay. Only don't leave me too long with him.
No, I won't. It'll be so short. The end. After all these years.
So you finally know, Duchess.
I think I do.
And you're ashamed of me.
No, I didn't say that, Dad.
You have to be as ashamed as I am of myself.
What happened?
You saw it all today, Duchess. Almost the way it was at Indy. Like Basso, I had the outside. I thought I had the speed to take the lead on the turn, but there wasn't quite enough. I was so wide, I was afraid to brake. It might have put me through the rail. So even though I knew I couldn't make it by cutting in front, I panicked and cut on down, figuring that Alex would brake rather than take the chance my rear end would knock his front wheels out of alignment. But I'd cut too sharp, and I went into a spin, and that took me right up the side and through the guardrail.
Alex didn't ride you into it?
It looked that way, but that wasn't the way it was. He knew I was crazy, that I'd lost my head. Same thing that happened to Basso today.
Only he came through it all right.
And Alex took the fall for him just as he had to take it in another way for me. Well, I guess I'm glad it's out at last. You won't be calling on me again.
No, Dad. I don't think I will.
Goodbye, Duchess. Maybe now I can rest at last.
I've got to make a phone call.
I tell you I'm fine, Giovanni. A bruise or two, a black eye, a little something broken in the shoulder. So what? It has been broken before. The important thing is the car. She is a dream.
Yeah, that's the word. A dream that's over. Oh, hello, Kate.
Joe, you mustn't give up. How are you feeling, Alex?
Splendid. And Kate is right, Joe. One race we get the bad break, but next time...
There'll be no next time. You won't be driving her again.
You cannot think I lost my nerve.
Well, what's the difference now?
A great difference to me. I have my pride.
Yeah, this time all you killed was an automobile.
Joe.
And what did I kill some other time? Oh, you mean...
If you mean my father, that was not Alex's fault. Tell him the truth, Alex.
No.
Then I will. This is just among us three. My father panicked and lost his head just the way Basso did today. So is it a crime? It only meant he was human. But I'm not going to let Alex take the blame.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry, but what good does it do? There isn't any car left. The gray ghost is gone.
Oh, no, she isn't. We're going to raise her from the grave.
Yeah, how?
With Guido Basso's money. He's waiting to pay me for my half. He's promised to back her till she proves exactly what she is. The best racing car in Europe. So, you have a new partner.
Oh, I don't know.
He's really sorry. And he'll be with you all the way, Joe.
Well, I mean, I just figure the guy for such a heel.
Only where women are concerned. Well, I guess it's time to board.
Arrivederci, Verissimo.
Goodbye, Alex. Win them all from here on in.
Bye, Kate.
Bye, Joe. Send me a picture when she's rebuilt.
Oh, yeah, and the money I owe you. You know, I feel like such a louse. Alex is back driving again. I have my gray ghost, but what do you get out of this?
My husband when I get home again, I hope. And at least I grew up.
May I see your ticket, please? Oh, wow, Mrs. Richards. It's nice to have you aboard again.
Nice to be going back with you, Angie.
Oh, you look a lot different. That's what Rome will do for a girl. You must have found yourself a real Superman.
I did. And he'll be waiting for me when we land in the States. I'm going to be married again, Angie.
Ah, that's nice.
Doubly nice, because it's the same man.
What? That's kind of like a miracle.
Sort of. Funny. I had to come 4,000 miles to finally put a ghost to rest.
4 months later, Mrs. Ken Richards received a photograph of Gray Ghost number 2. And by the end of the year, she had established herself as the premier sports car in Europe. By that time, Mrs. Richards was able to send a picture of an even more complicated machine that her husband and she had taken 9 months to build. His given name was Joseph Alessandro Richards. But somehow, everyone ended up calling him Chip. I'll be back shortly. If you should hear a voice from beyond or feel someone at your shoulder, I wouldn't trust it to be necessarily friendly. May I suggest that the best course is to follow the advice of Satchel Paige and never look back. There may be something gaining on you. Our cast included Betsy Palmer, William Redfield, Evie Juster, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. For centuries, we have heard of the search for the fountain of youth, for the magic elixir of life eternal. Oh, to be young always, to hold age and death at arm's length. Put it this way, if you could live forever, would you want to? A word of caution before you reply. What might seem at first blush to be a vision of delight could also be a reality of horror.
I just thought I'd call. I'm your neighbor. Welcome to Lake Raymont.
Well, thank you. Won't you come in, Mrs.
Mallory.
Mrs. Mallory. Eleanor has gone to town on an errand.
Oh, such a lovely-looking child. Must be wonderful to have a granddaughter like that.
Granddaughter?
Well, she is your granddaughter, ain't she?
Eleanor happens to be my wife.
Oh. Well, me and my big mouth.
No, that's all right. She does look young, doesn't she?
Oh, yes, she does.
Well, how old would you guess?
16, 17, 18 tops.
Deceptive. She was 18 the day we were married.
Oh, are you newlyweds?
Newlyweds, my dear Mrs. Mallory. We're about to celebrate our 45th wedding anniversary.
Our mystery drama, Age Cannot Wither Her, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Jennifer Harmon. There are those women who seem to inspire hopeless passion in men. They are women whose love can never be won, and, if captured, can only be held for the moment. We tend to sympathize with the unfortunate men who are caught in their web, but the truth is, it's the woman, as usual, who pays the price in the end. Our story is set in the town of Raymont, named, of course, after the celebrated Lake Raymont, that vast, beautiful body of water high in the Adirondack Mountains. A very determined-looking middle-aged lady is walking with purposeful stride down the main street. She has an expression on her face that bodes ill for someone.
Oh, Sheriff.
Oh, yeah, Mrs.
Mallory.
Oh, yes, yeah, Mrs. Mallory.
Roberta Mallory. It used to be the sheriff knew everybody in town.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Mallory, I'm new here.
I spoke to my husband and the neighbors, and they said, what are you getting involved for?
Involved in what?
But I'm a citizen. Now, it's my duty to uphold the law.
Has the law been violated?
Is murder a violation of the law, Sheriff?
You here to report a murder?
These people, the Burnhams, they have the house next to ours on the lake. Now, he's in his 60s, maybe 70s, and she can't be more than 20. Now, what kind of marriage is that?
Well, now, Mrs. Mallory, I must ask you...
Those things don't work. They can't work, and they can lead to murder.
Well, you have any facts for me?
Well, it was just this morning. We were sitting around the dock, my husband and me. And we share this dock with the Burnhams, you see. Well, him and her, him in swimming trunks, and she in that bikini of hers, had come down to the water. We exchange polite hellos. We're not close. And they get into the sailboat. They got this 16-footer, and off they go.
Yes?
Well, 3-4 hours later, the sailboat comes back. He's all alone. She's not with him. So I say to him, where's Miss Burnham? And you know what he answers?
Well?
He gives me the funniest look, and he says, obviously, she's not here.
Well, what happened to her?
I don't know what happened to her.
Well, what did Mr. Burnham say had happened to her?
He said absolutely nothing. Now, here's my point. He can keep his mouth shut when I ask him, but he's got to open it when you ask him.
Mr. Burnham, you tell me what happened to your wife?
I don't know.
Sir, as I understand it, two of you went sailing this morning and you came back alone.
Yes.
Where's your wife?
Sheriff, I've already told you. I don't know.
Did she leave the boat?
Well, obviously. She wasn't there when I returned to the dock.
Mr. Burnham, are you feeling all right?
I have a headache. I suppose it was carelessness on my part. See, we had a very strong breeze on the lake, and she let go of the boom in order to tack, and it swung free. Well, you know how swiftly it travels during that maneuver, and it just caught me across the head. I must have passed out.
For how long?
I don't know. When I came to, she was gone.
When this accident with the boom occurred, where was the boat?
Well, we were quite some distance, several miles from shore.
Is your wife a good swimmer?
Well, no.
Then if she did fall overboard, she'd drown.
No, because, she couldn't.
Well, how can you say that?
Because nothing can happen to her.
Mr. Burnham, you better explain what that means.
I can't explain it. I can only tell you that nothing can ever happen to her.
Mr. Burnham, I'm afraid you don't understand the seriousness of your situation.
Oh, I understand. I understand that my marriage of 45 years is over.
But when a man and a wife go sailing and the man returns What did you say about being married for 45 years?
Well, today was our 45th anniversary.
Mr. Burnham, your wife has been described as a woman of about 20.
I know she hasn't changed one bit in almost... Do you realize it's almost half a century, Sheriff? This has been a devastating day for me. I'm required to rest in the afternoon.
I'm sorry. I got to get these answers. What happened to your wife?
Well, as I say, she had decided to leave me. And of course she was right. I was making it difficult for her. Well, when I was knocked unconscious, she may have thought this would be the best time to go, so she sailed the boat to shore, got out, and then she set me adrift again.
And where would she go?
Away. Lose herself once again in the world.
Wearing nothing but a bikini? Carrying nothing?
Oh, I'm sure she had access to whatever she needed.
I see. You got a picture of your wife?
Well, we have only one picture in the house. It was taken the day we were engaged. Here, this one over here, on the cabinet.
But that can't be the way she looks now.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Oh, no. She's 45 years older.
You would think so, but that's not true. When that was taken, I was 25 and she was 19. Today, I'm 70, but she's still 19. Sure, excuse me, I'm very, very tired.
Yeah. Why don't you just lie down for a few minutes?
May I? Thank you so much.
That's her.
Mrs. Mallory, please look at this carefully. This is a picture of a 19-year-old girl.
That's right. That's all she was. And this is her.
Mrs. Mallory, this picture is 45 years old.
What? Oh, no. Why, the dress she's wearing, the hair.
Well, those stars have come back, and that's not her boyfriend. It's her husband.
But she's a young girl.
Examine this photo very carefully. Could it be somebody who resembles her? Let's say her daughter.
Look, I'm a student of people. Mrs. Burnham had this slight squint in her left eye, you see? And a little mole, right side of her chin. And a kind of curved little scar just above her left eyebrow. Oh, this is Mrs. Burnham. And I saw her just this morning. She can't be close on 70. Well, that would make her older than me.
How do you feel, Mr. Burnham?
Why have I been arrested? Why Why am I in the hospital? Why are psychiatrists having a field day with me?
Well, it's a part of a mental examination.
In other words, the consensus is that I'm crazy.
Oh, let's say that your behavior after you realized your wife was gone has not been normal.
Now, believe me, Sheriff, when I tell you that my wife is alive and well.
I'd like to believe you. But first you got to explain certain things you said. You told me she couldn't swim. Yet if she fell overboard, she couldn't drown.
That's right. Because nothing can ever happen to her.
That's what you have to clear up.
I can't. You won't believe me.
Why won't I?
Well, if I tell the true story, they'll put me in an asylum for the rest of my life.
Well...
And if you should believe me, they'll put you there, too.
Believe me, Mr. Burnham, you've got nothing to lose.
Well, my wife was 19 the day I met her 45 years ago. She's been 19 ever since, and she'll be 19 till the world comes to an end.
That's impossible.
Well, let's see, that's the point. Now, you say, tell me the story. I no sooner start when you say, impossible.
I'm sorry. How did you meet your wife?
I met her in a bank 45 years ago, in a bank in Philadelphia. I'd go in there every Friday afternoon to cash my paycheck, and I noticed this very pretty girl who was probably there for the same reason. Well, I fell in love with her, but I didn't know how to go about meeting her. I was very shy. Well, on this particular afternoon, the bank was crowded, but I saw her standing in line. I was wondering, hoping how I could meet her, when suddenly...
Everybody put up your hands. Everybody!
Hold up!
Don't make a sound!
Be calm!
Hey, you! Crazy Dink! Put that phone down!
Operator, this is the Merchants Bank on Chestnut.
Put down that phone!
There's a holdup in progress.
Shoot her!
There are 6 men.
Shoot her! Shoot her!
All armed, all wearing masks.
Get out of here! Let's get out!
I'm not sure that anyone in the bank was fully aware of what was happening. At the sound of the shooting, everybody threw himself to the floor or jumped behind desks. But I couldn't take my eyes off her. In the confusion, after the bandits ran out, she just very calmly walked through the door. I ran after her. Listen, I have to talk to you.
Who are you?
I think what you just did was, well, it was absolutely terrific.
Would you excuse me, please?
No, look, this isn't a pickup or anything. My name is John Burnham. I'm a chemical engineer. What could be more respectable than that?
I'm sorry, I'm not interested.
I looked at that ring finger on your left hand, and I see you're not married or even engaged. Now, if you're going with somebody, or if you're in love with somebody, okay, I'll take a walk.
That's exactly the way it is. I'm very much in love with...
No, that can't be true. It can't be, because the very second I saw you, I just knew that you and I...
Oh, shut up.
Please.
No, forgive me.
Forgive you? Why, I'm in love with you.
No, you mustn't be in love with me. No one must ever be in love with me. Please go, before it's too late, before I fall in love with you.
Now, look, you can't help it. You're minding your own business, and suddenly, just like that, it happens.
Yes, I know.
I saw you pick up that phone, and when they started shooting at you, it was a miracle. A miracle how all those bullets could have missed you. See, some of them even ripped through your dress. Look, see there? Your dress is torn.
John Burnham, please turn around and walk away as quickly as you can.
Oh, no.
You say you love me, but I tell you, one day you'll hate me.
How could I ever hate you?
They all hate me in the end.
What do you mean? How many were there?
John...
I don't care.
I shouldn't even be talking to you, but I'm a woman, and like all women, I need love. And it's been so long. Oh, how long it's been.
I love you.
I know that. I should send you away, but I want to be loved again. It's wrong, but I can't help myself.
What are you saying? Why is it wrong?
Maybe this time it'll be different. Maybe you'll be different.
Of course. I will.
Yes. Maybe you can be different. Maybe you can do something that none of the others could. Maybe you can find a way for me to die.
All right. That's a request you don't hear every day. Why should she want to die? She's young, she's beautiful. She should have a whole glorious life in front of her. And yet, didn't she try to die back there on the bank? Didn't she force the bandits to fire at her? Could every bullet have missed her? We'll try to answer all these questions for you when I return in just a few moments with Act Two. Well, now, in the ordinary way, dying is hardly ever a problem. It's living that presents us with all sorts of difficulties. Here we have a young lady who is about to become Mrs. Eleanor Burnham. And what does she want her husband to give her for a wedding gift? She would like for him to find a way for her to die. All this is part of some explaining that John Burnham has to do to the sheriff. And he's describing how things were the day he met his bride-to-be some 45 years ago.
What do you mean, find a way for you to die?
You should know something about me.
Like what?
My age, for instance.
19 or 20?
Let's walk inside that restaurant.
Oh, sure. How about lunch?
You'd better be sitting down when I tell you how old I am. It would be wrong for me to let you go one step further without telling you the truth about me.
Okay. Let's have the truth. Not that it matters.
My age. You said I looked 19 or 20. I'm only 18.
Well, that's great. I'm 25.
I was born in the year 1554.
Well, every girl should marry a more mature man.
Did you hear what I said? I was born in 1554.
Sure. That means you have to be more than 400 years old. See, it's the same thing for men. They should also marry mature women.
John, I was 18 years old in the year 1572. I've been 18 years old ever since. I simply don't grow older. I can't grow older.
That's fantastic.
Do you realize how long I've lived? How many lives I've lived?
What an absolutely tremendous imagination.
I'm telling you the truth. I can't grow older. I can't be killed. I can't die.
Well, what's wrong with that?
You don't understand. You'll be 30, 50, 65, and I'll still be 18.
Well, is that bad?
You'll die, and I'll still be 18.
Oh, come on. Now, let's always talk about dying. Everybody dies when his time comes.
Not me. My time never comes. I can't die.
Now, how do we ever get on this subject anyhow?
You saw. In the bank. They all fired their guns at me. Nothing happened.
Well, that's because they all missed.
Let me tell you why I can't die.
Okay. Okay, if it'll make you feel better.
I must tell you. Please listen, and then afterward, if you still want to marry me.
Look, I am going to marry you no matter what.
I was born in Paris.
Paris? Well, Darlene, where's your French accent, huh?
I've had enough time to lose it. I was born in the year 1554. My father was a chemist.
Well, so am I, you see? You see, we have something in common.
Well, today you would have called him an alchemist. He was always experimenting, trying to find what he called the elixir of life.
The elixir of life?
The elixir of life everlasting. I was 18. I remember it was August 23rd, the eve of St. Bartholomew's Day. I was to marry a young lieutenant in King Charles' regiment.
Oh, come on now.
No. You must let me tell this. It was late at night, and I heard a knock on the door, and when I opened it, Philip.
Let me in, quickly. I must not be seen here.
But it's bad luck to see your bride the night before the wedding.
Come with me at once.
What are you saying?
There is no time to lose. I can hide you in my uncle's house. We can trust him.
Philip, what are you...
The king has planned a massacre. All the partisans of Prince Henri of Navarre and all the Huguenots.
You can't be serious.
My own regiment is entrusted to carry it out.
But it's impossible.
Please, there is no time to talk, to argue. It has already begun.
Oh, my father.
You and your father, both of you are marked for death. Now come, quickly.
I won't leave without my father.
Get him. We have no time.
He's downstairs in the cellar.
Hurry.
Father?
Child, do not interrupt.
Father,
This is almost complete.
Father, listen.
That glass bottle from which the vapor is steaming. Hand it to me.
Father, we must leave here at once.
Hand me the bottle, child. Carefully, it may explode. Oh, my poor girl. Here, let me see. Oh, dear me, how fortunate. The breaking glass missed your eye and struck you just above the brow.
Father, there's going to be a massacre. Philip has come to help us escape.
Here, now press a clean cloth to the wound. It is not deep.
We cannot stay here a moment longer.
You must wait a moment longer. A moment is all I need to mix the potion. You ancient gods, in all your might, lead my way. Grant me light.
Father.
I know. Philip has come to rescue us, but there is no rescue. Philip will never get us through the streets alive.
We cannot stay here and be murdered.
No. You will not be murdered. Here. This is now ready. Drink it.
What is it?
I think I have found it. It's the elixir.
Oh, Father, such a thing
Such a thing is impossible, you say? Drink it, and you will never die.
Please, you must... Oh, the massacre has begun.
Drink this, quickly, and nothing will ever be able to harm you.
Father...
There is no other escape. I have found the potion. I have said the prayer. Drink it quickly. Save yourself.
Father, you drink.
There is only enough for one.
I don't want to live if everyone else is...
I am your father. I command you to drink. Drink. That's it. All of it. All of it. Now, my child. Nothing can harm you.
I fainted from fright, from shock. When I recovered later, my father was dead, beside me. The servants were dead. The house was in ruins. But by that time, the madness had spent itself. It was safe to be on the streets again. I made my way to Philip's house, and he married me.
Well, I guess that means that I'm not your first husband, am I?
Nor my second, nor my third. You see, my father, at the very last moment, had discovered his elixir of life. And what it does is, it prevents you from aging. And aging is what causes death.
Well, sure.
And whenever a part of my body is injured, it heals immediately. So I can't be killed.
Now, why would anyone want to kill you? You are so adorable.
Don't do this to me.
Do what?
Don't make me fall in love with you.
Oh, but I intend to do just that.
It'll be so much harder for me to leave you when the time comes.
You know, you should be a writer. You should write horror stories. You know, those science fiction things.
I wouldn't know how to write.
Oh, you should know how to do everything. I mean, if what you're telling me is true, you should be the wisest person in the world.
Why?
Well, because you've lived for, 400 years, according to what you say, and you should have learned things, acquired wisdom.
Well, that's not true. I was just an ordinary girl. I had no special talent or ability. And over the years, over and over again, I kept leading the same kind of life.
Now, why do you have the need to claim that you've been
living...
living...
Do you notice my left eye?
Uh-huh.
The scar just above the eyebrow. That glass bottle exploded just before I drank the elixir. And that's the last time I have ever been injured. The very last time.
Okay, I believe you.
You don't really believe me.
Oh, what does it matter? I love you.
Love. When you're young, you think love is all there is, and that it lasts forever.
It does. I know what love is.
And I know what forever is.
Didn't her story strike you as kind of peculiar?
Well, Sheriff, I didn't care.
Mr. Burnham, I'm trying to help. All I know is an elderly gentleman and his very young wife...
No, she's older than I am. Than anyone alive today.
Could I just tell you what we're faced with? Now, the two of them go off sailing. He comes back. She doesn't. Am I correct so far?
Yes.
Now, something happened to the wife. The husband doesn't seem to be alarmed. He doesn't notify anybody.
I told you why. Why nothing could ever possibly happen to her.
Meanwhile, the woman is missing, and you come up with this fantastic yarn.
I admit it sounds fantastic.
And you just swallowed it.
No, I didn't just swallow it. I went to see a doctor.
You went? She's the one who needed it.
But she wouldn't go. But why does she lie to me, Doctor?
Well, a woman may lie because she's unsure of her husband's love.
Oh, that isn't so. Now, she knows I love her. I couldn't possibly be more attentive, more affectionate. There's just something strange. Why does she insist on having such a past?
Look, you'd have to tell me something about her background.
Her background?
Are her parents living?
Well, she claims that her father was killed in the massacre of 1572.
Well, she must have friends. She did go to school somewhere. She was raised someplace.
Yes, out west.
Good, where?
I don't know. She never talks about that.
Well, then, Mr. Burnham, getting down to it, you know absolutely nothing about your wife.
Well, none of that seemed important when I fell in love.
I see. When you fell in love, you felt that love was enough.
It still is.
Well, then, why have you come to see me?
What? Okay, I see now that I'll just have to put up with those little fables. It's the only fault she has. Oh, when I think of what's wrong with the wives of other men I know. Well, a few years went by. We were happy. I started doing well financially. It seemed to me that there was no reason. Well, see, I'm old-fashioned. And I think one of the basic reasons for marriage is a family.
No.
But you like kids. I've seen you around children.
I don't even want to talk about having children.
But we've been married 10 years. You're 28.
I'm 18.
You should have kids before... Well, your first one before 30.
Look at me. Do I look a day older?
Well,
You look 10 years older. You're still young, but you're over 30, and you look it.
All I want is for us to have children, but if you have a good reason...
The answer is no.
Well, let it be no, but tell me why.
I don't want to bury any more of my children. I can't go through all that again. John, there are certain things you must never ask me.
Have you had children?
Yes, I've had children.
Well, what happened to them? Where are they?
They're dead.
Dead? How?
How? 400, 300, 200 years ago? Children died like flies. The ones who weren't killed by fever died of old age. I refuse to outlive another child.
All right, Eleanor, now look. I think it is time for this nonsense to end. You've got to rid yourself of this terrible delusion.
No. Keep away from me. Don't touch me.
Eleanor.
Let me out of here. Oh, you look like that soldier who stabbed my father. Like the Indian who scalped my daughter.
Eleanor.
Let me out of here.
Eleanor. She ran out of the house. Her car was parked at the curb, and she got inside and drove off wildly, madly. My car was in the driveway, and I started after her. We lived in the hills. We always loved the country. I was barely able to keep her in view. We were climbing higher and higher along a narrow, twisting road along the side of the mountain when suddenly she took a turn too quickly. The car swerved out of control right through the wire guardrail and down. down the side of the hill, turning over completely and landing on the rocks hundreds of feet below. There was an explosion. The wreckage was a mass of bright flames, a fiercely burning funeral pyre. I climbed down the hill as quickly as I could. I stood helplessly by the car. And then she just walked out of the wreckage. Every stitch of her clothing had been burned away. The gold ring must have melted off her finger. But not a hair was singed. There wasn't a mark on her body. She looked at me and smiled.
Darling, you'd better lend me your coat.
Well, what does it take to make a believer? She was in the car. It did crash. The impact, the flames, would have been enough to kill anyone. Or perhaps anyone not fortified by the elixir of life. It's quite a drink, but it needs a chaser, as we shall discover when I return shortly with Act 3. Age cannot wither, nor custom stale her infinite variety, said the poet. Well, our friend William Shakespeare was talking figuratively. For someone whom age really cannot wither, we present Eleanor Burnham, or Mrs. John Burnham, if you prefer. Eleanor claims she was born in 1554, that she drank a mysterious elixir of life when she was 18, and she's been 18 ever since. Or at least that's the story her husband John is telling the sheriff.
Eleanor, it's a miracle.
No, it's not a miracle. It's the elixir.
To live through that crash.
John, do you believe me? Now do you believe me?
Yes, Eleanor. Yes, I have to believe you.
Are you telling me that she lived through a car crash like that one?
Yes, Sheriff. Yes.
Mr. Barnum, you're an intelligent man, but you evidently found yourself in, an intolerable situation. You were jealous of your wife's youth, beauty. You could no longer keep pace with it.
Sheriff, I didn't kill her. I love her.
So you manufacture this, well, it's up to you. We'll drag the lake. We'll find her body.
No. She went away to begin another lifetime.
No, sir. She might have gone away if you hadn't drowned her. And we know with whom.
What are you talking about?
Would the man's name be Peter Collins?
What? What do you know about Peter Collins?
I've been doing some investigating. Your wife has been having an affair.
No, it wasn't an affair. We talked about it, Helen and I.
Well, if it wasn't an affair, what was it?
But, Eleanor, if it isn't an affair, what is it?
I was driving into the city, and the car started acting up. I had to pull over to the side of the road, and he happened by. He was very nice enough to fix it.
How many times have you seen him? How many?
Just a few times.
Why?
John, the day you and I met, I said, John Berman, walk away. Turn around and walk away fast as you can. One day you'll hate me. That day is here.
Why?
Do you have to ask why? Look at yourself. You're almost 70. I'm still 18.
But, Eleanor...
I can't help it. I can't help myself.
Please.
Oh, John. I've never had a chance to become anything but an 18-year-old girl. My blood is 18, my heart, the things I want, the things I need. I'm sorry. You're no longer the...
Eleanor, I love you.
It's no longer the kind of love I need.
Eleanor.
Oh, John, please pity me.
Pity you.
Yes, me. How many times have I stood like this, talked like this, had my heart broken like this, and I must do it again and again? Each time I hope, I pray, maybe he'll be different. Maybe he'll be different. I thought maybe you'd be different.
I tried to love you more.
But I don't want love. I've had too much love. I want death. If you really loved me, you'd kill me. Kill me, and I'll be free.
How can I kill you? You can't die.
Find a way.
How?
I don't know how. What do I know? I'm just a young girl who was born at the end of the Dark Ages. This is a new world. Civilized. Scientific. Can't you find a way? You're a part of that world.
You want me to kill you?
Kill me. Take me with you when you die. I'll go with you. I love you best. I love you more than any of them.
But I don't know.
For the first time, I have hope. You're a man like my father. You're a chemist.
No, I'm a chemical engineer.
And he was an alchemist. It's the same mystery, isn't it?
Well,
He found an elixir of life. You find me an elixir of death.
I thought it was crazy. But what could I do? I tried. I had to try, and so I went about it scientifically. Something existed in her blood, her tissues. I boned up again on pathology, biology, hematology. I analyzed her blood. I searched. I tried every approach I could think of. But there was nothing to be seen, nothing to be found. Did you ever hear your father mention any names of things, of chemicals?
Sulfur, nitrites, I think gold, silver, mercury.
Yes, and?
Oils.
What kind of oils?
The only kind of oils used in those days were olive oils. They were used for everything, for cooking, for soothing wounds.
For soothing wounds. Burns, yes. Now, this elixir, this potion you drank, what did it taste like?
I can't remember.
You must remember.
Well, it was so long ago.
Try to remember.
They were breaking down the door to kill us. I was so frightened.
Please try to remember.
Well, he recited a certain verse.
What do you mean, a verse?
It was a prayer, a magic prayer. I guess you'd call it an incantation.
I don't mean nonsense like that.
Don't call it nonsense. My father believed it. Without the incantation, it couldn't. Nothing could have ever been done. Listen, I remember how he would say it. You ancient gods in all your might, lead my way and grant me light.
Well, all I can do is try. Keep trying. And I did, Sheriff. I did.
I suggest you either get a new story, or you stick to that one, you try to make it just a bit more believable.
I know. It is difficult for you.
You say you tried to find a way to kill her.
Yes, and the other morning, I thought I had matched something that... Well, I called her into my laboratory.
What is it?
Drink it.
Do you think you found?
I don't know. Drink it.
First, you must say the prayer.
Eleanor, please.
Hold the cup to the light. Now pray. Say it. You ancient gods in all your might, lead my way and grant me light.
Oh, very well, very well. You ancient gods in all your might, lead my way and grant me light. Now drink it. Well?
I don't know. How shall I try to die?
Well, have you ever thought of drowning? Well, darling, we're out of sight of everyone now.
I should have gone out alone.
Why? I want to be here.
Well, the Mallorys, they saw us leave. If you come back alone, they might...
I know, dear, but I won't come back alone because, you see, you're not going to die.
I'm not?
No, this potion, this formula, whatever you want to call it, it can't work. I failed you.
But you said the prayer.
I also overheard the phone conversation.
Which conversation?
I wasn't asleep. I listened on the extension. I shouldn't have. But you and Peter planned to run away today.
John.
I don't blame you.
John, if you can't kill me, I can't live with you any longer.
And Peter's going to be waiting for you at the south end of the lake.
If I'm still alive.
You'll be alive.
No. Somehow, I believe you're the one who's destined to be different. You have found the way to kill me.
I found nothing.
But you said the prayer just the way my father said it, with the same tone in your voice.
I hope you'll be happy with Peter. I loved you.
Hold down the tiller. I'm going to release the boom.
No, don't.
John!
Oh!
John!
The swinging boom caught me. I heard her scream, and then I blacked out. When I came to, well, I told you the story.
So you think she ran off with the guy, Peter?
Yes, it was what she had planned, and I don't blame her.
It's the sheriff. Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure. Okay, I'll bring him right over. You want to put on your robe and slippers, Mr. Burnham?
Well, where are we going?
For a little walk. Just down the hall here. Around the corner. Stop at the next door.
Why did we come here?
That lettering on the door, what does it say?
Morgue. Why did we come to the morgue?
After you, Mr. Burnham.
Why are we here?
On the table, Mr. Burnham. You see who that is? On the table?
No. Eleanor.
They just got her body out of the lake. She's drowned.
Then I found the elixir. I don't even remember what I mixed. But the important thing... You know what the important thing was, Sheriff? The prayer. The prayer.
But Doc says she didn't die of drowning. She's been poisoned.
Of course. It was the elixir of death. And now she's free.
Well, she may have been free, but poor John wasn't. He was accused of poisoning his young wife. And although the jury lent a sympathetic ear to his story, they turned an analytical mind to the verdict, which was life. Well, I'll be back with other verdicts in just a few moments. The fountain of youth, the cult of the young. How we worship them in this country. The young, the strong, the beautiful. How we hate to age, to mature, to grow old, and yet to stand still while the world goes by is to be left behind in a strange alien place forever. Our cast included Jennifer Harmon, Joe Silver, Bryna Rayburn, Ken Harvey, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I'm here to guide you on an excursion throughout which I believe you'll be very glad to have a guide. For the way is treacherous and horror waits around each turning.
Hi, Archie. Let me have a cup of coffee, will you? Hey, did you ever hear of anybody getting a free ride on the Long Island Railroad? You're looking at the man who did it. The conductor walked right past me. I had my ticket out there ready for him to punch, and he walked right past me. How about that coffee? Archie. Archie. You act as if you can't even see me.
Our mystery drama, The Master Computer, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Field and Farrington and stars Robert Dryden and Augusta Dabney. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Loneliness is a burden we've all borne in one degree or another. It throws us back upon our own personal resources, which, in the ordinary course of things, are sufficient to sustain us. But there's nothing ordinary about the loneliness we're going to deal with here, even though two people share it. This is loneliness, intolerably multiplied. Grace and Harry Clayton are returning from a pleasant summer vacation, but they're exhausted. They've driven in one day from Opequot, Maine to Newton, Long Island, the small suburban town in which they live.
You know something, Grace? I never realized how beautiful Newton is.
Well, I just want to crawl into the house and collapse. Oh, I hope I can make it to the bed.
One stop first. I want to pick up the mail at the post office and tell them they can start regular delivery again tomorrow.
Well, you better hurry then. The post office closes at 5:30.
I'll make it, I think.
Oh, Harry, do you dread going back to work in the morning?
No, not really. Vacations have to end sometime. Otherwise, they wouldn't be vacations, would they? Oh, good. Parking right in front of the post office. You wait in the car. I won't be a minute.
I think that man's getting ready to lock up. You better hurry.
I'll catch him. Now, hold it a minute, will you? Just a couple of seconds. I want to pick up some mail you've been holding for me. It won't take a second. Do you hear what I said? Well, you could answer me at least. Well, I'll be damned. Why do people have to be so damn rude? He looked right through me. You'd think I wasn't even there.
Well, I can pick up the mail in the morning. Come on, let's go on home.
No, that's not the point. He might at least have had the courtesy to answer me.
Oh, I guess he was just doing his job. They do close at 5:30.
So, would it kill him to say, sorry, mister, I can't let you in?
Oh.
Hey, you want to stop somewhere for a bite to eat? You don't feel like cooking this evening, do you?
Well, I don't feel like stopping either. We'll open a can of soup.
This bread's moldy, Grace.
Oh, well, I'm sure there's some kind of crackers in the box. Oh, I've got just about enough energy to eat some soup and make one phone call.
What phone call?
I thought I'd call the kids at the camp.
This evening? What for?
Oh, I don't know, really. I just feel like talking to them.
Okay. I've been worried about Benny's batting average myself. You go ahead and make the call. I'll heat the soup.
I suppose it's silly, but I just don't feel like any.
Camp Catchua?
Hello, this is Mrs. Clayton, Tim and Benny's mother, and I'd like to speak to...
Camp Catchua?
Can't you hear me? I want to speak to either Tim or
Hello?
Benny.
Hello?
This is Mrs. Clayton. I'd like to speak to... Well, you hung up. Huh. Well, it must have been a bad connection. I could hear him perfectly well, but he couldn't seem to hear me.
We'll dial them again. Maybe you'll get a better connection this time.
Oh, I guess it's silly anyway. They're probably having supper. How's the soup?
Oh, good. Hey, I think I'll call Pete and Alma Rhodes.
What for?
Oh, just let them know we're back. No reason. I guess we both got telephonitis tonight.
Okay. Oh, let me talk to Alma before you hang up. Oh, this soup isn't really as good as I make, but it's the spot.
Hello?
Hi, Alma. It's Harry. We're back.
Hello?
It's Harry, Alma. Can't you hear me?
Hello? Oh, I don't know why people...
I guess our phone's out of order.
Same thing? She couldn't hear you?
Yeah. I'll report it to the phone company tomorrow from the office.
Oh, what if somebody tries to call us tonight?
I'll be very glad the phone's out of order. What the devil's... Hey, Grace, did you turn the water off?
I can't hear you. Wait till I get my robe on.
Did you turn the water off, Grace?
Turn the water off? Of course I didn't.
Well, it is off.
Oh, it can't be. The shut-off valve is clear down in the basement. I haven't even been down there since we got home, neither of you.
Well, look at it. No water.
It must be out of order.
How can the water be out of order? Unless there's a broken main somewhere.
Well, then there must be a broken main somewhere. Why don't you call the water company and... Oh.
Yeah. The phone's out of order. And I'm going to be out of order myself if I don't get some coffee pretty soon.
Well, there must be... Oh. Well, there ought to be enough ice cubes in the refrigerator to melt down so we can make a couple of cups of coffee.
Hey, you know what? You're a genius.
Oh! Harry!
Well, now what?
Everything's melted. Every single thing in the freezer. Oh, just look at that mess.
Oh, for Pete's sake, what next?
Oh, that refrigerator isn't even a year old yet, and...
Wait a minute. No lights. We've got no electricity.
But that's... What's going on here, Harry?
I don't know.
Well, I don't see how everything could go out of order. I mean, all at the same time.
Well, look, I don't have time to check it out. I've got a train to catch. I'll get some coffee later.
Well, what am I going to do all day in this house where nothing works?
Go down the block and see Alma. She'll give you some coffee, and you can use her phone to call... I'll see who it is.
No. You'll miss your train. I'll go.
You had a look at your hair this morning?
Huh? Oh, okay, you go. I won't be a second. It's probably Alma anyway.
I'm coming.
Good morning. You're Mr. Clayton, aren't you? Harry Clayton?
Yes?
My name's Handy. May I come in?
Well, what is it? I was just leaving.
I understand you've got some trouble here.
Yeah, we've got trouble, all right. Are you from the phone people or the water or the electricity? They're all out.
As a matter of fact...
How did you find out? Did somebody report it?
It was reported in a way. May I come in?
I guess you'd better. Grace, I was just getting ready to leave. If I miss the 8:12, I can't get another one until, half hour or so.
I think it just might be better if you didn't leave just yet.
Is it Alma? Did you tell her... Oh.
Grace, this is Mr.
Handy. I'm very happy to know you, Mrs. Clayton.
Mr. Handy's from the... where are you from?
I came just as soon as I could get here when we heard about the trouble. If you'll just...
Oh, are you going to fix things? You know, nothing's working. The water or the telephone and my freezer is just a mess.
Wait a minute. You can't be here to fix all three of them. Which company are you from?
The fact is, I'm going to ask you both to come with me. We can get this whole thing straightened out in no time at all.
Come with you? Well, that doesn't make sense.
Oh, it does, really. I suppose it sounds a little strange, but...
Come with you where?
Good question.
It's It's a matter of computer malfunction. You know how things can get fouled up. You can't really blame the computer, I suppose. It must have been improper programming or I don't know. It's never happened before, and I'm very sure that it will not...
What good's it going to do our coming with you? I don't know anything about computers. I'm a copywriter, advertising copy.
Nothing to do with that, actually. If you'll just...
Come with you where?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to tell you that. Not just yet.
I think you'd better just leave, Mr. Handy.
You won't come with me?
We will not.
If you'd tell us where you want to take us, and maybe...
Forget it, Grace.
Oh, dear. I'm sure I don't know what's going to happen now.
You're going to get out of this house and off this property. That's what's going to happen.
All right. I just hope... All right, I'm going...
Now.
I think you missed your train, Harry.
So, I'll take the next one. And if that kook shows up again, don't let him in. Hi, Archie. Let me have a cup of coffee with you. I haven't even had my first cup this morning, and I'm dying. Did you ever hear of anybody getting a free ride on the Long Island Railroad? You're looking at the man who did it. The conductor walked right past me. Had the ticket out there ready for him to punch, and he walked right past me. Hey, how about that coffee? If I don't get it soon, Archie? You act as if you can't even see me.
Anybody home? Alma? It's Grace. Where are you? Oh, hi, Alma. You know, we tried to call you last night, but our phone seems to be out of order.
Now, I could have sworn I heard that screen door slam.
Hey! Alma, it's me. I slammed the door.
Oh, those rotten kids. I swear, one of these days...
Alma, come on. Don't play games. Are you sore at me or something? What's the matter with you, Alma?
Rhodes Hardware.
Pete, it's me. I'm sorry to bother you at the store.
Oh, that's okay. No business yet. What's up?
Well, it's those neighbor kids again.
Oh, boy. What have they been up to now?
Well, they slammed the kitchen door. It must have been the kids.
Alma, it was me. I slammed the door.
I don't want to scare you, but are you sure there's nobody in the house, honey?
Oh, there couldn't be. I came right out to the kitchen, and there's nobody here.
Alma, what are you trying to do to me?
Okay. I'll speak to their parents again this evening. Any sign of Grace and Harry yet?
Oh, no. And I'm getting kind of worried. I know they wanted to get home yesterday. Harry was supposed to go back to work this morning.
Alma, listen to me, Alma.
Maybe they decided to take an extra few days or something. I wouldn't worry. You lock the doors now, you hear?
Yes, I will. Bye.
Alma, please.
Oh, I wish I knew what happened to Grace and Harry.
Alma, I'm here. I'm here in the kitchen with you.
Well, I guess they can take care of themselves.
Helen, I'm back. Listen, will you knock it off with the typing and look at me, for Pete's sake? I'm Harry Clayton. I've been here almost 3 years, and you... Damn it, look at me. Stop that typing. All right, if you won't talk to me, maybe Dave Green will. Listen, Dave, I want to know what's going on here. I walked into the office where I've been working for 3 years,
What
and
the
she...
devil? Helen, why did you open this door?
Open the door. Now, Mr. Green, I've been sitting right here.
Funny. Okay, get Mr. Bradwell on the phone. Tell him it's about the Ocean Mist account.
Listen, Dave, I've had just about enough of this.
How could it blow open? There's not a breath of air in this place.
Come on, Dave, a joke's a joke. You know perfectly well I'm standing right here beside you.
Yes. Oh, how's it going, Ernie? Listen, about that Ocean Mist copy. I know, but Clayton hasn't come in yet this morning.
Dave, for Pete's sake!
Oh, he'll be here, all right. He's a dependable guy. Let's give him another day. He may have had some kind of car problem, you know. He's fast. We won't lose any time waiting. Don't worry. He'll show up. Or he'll be good and sorry.
Is it possible for a man suddenly to become invisible to the people around him? Unable to make himself either seen or heard? Well, it certainly isn't ordinary, but since it seems to be happening to Harry Clayton and to his wife Grace, it must be possible. Imagine the feeling of total isolation. Imagine the loneliness. I do hope you'll be able to hear me when I return shortly with Act 2. Something has gone terribly wrong in the usually quiet lives of Grace and Harry Clayton. They find, first of all, that their telephone, water, and electric services have been cut off. And then, worse still, far, far worse, they find that they themselves have been cut off. Cut off completely from the comfort and warmth of human interchange. Other people, friends and strangers alike, are unable either to see or hear them.
Grace, honey, what are you doing sitting out here on the curb? Grace, what is it? What's happened?
Alma's mad at me. She won't speak to me. Just act like I'm not even there.
Well, what are you doing sitting out here on the curb?
No, I locked myself out. I took my purse, but I can't find my key in it, and I can't get in the house.
You say Alma acts as if you're not even there?
Yes, and I think it's mean. And I told her so.
The same thing's happening to me, Grace.
Alma's mad at you, too?
I mean, people don't see me or hear me when I speak. The counterman at the diner, Helen, the receptionist at the office, even Dave Green, the copy chief.
But why should everybody be mad at us all of a sudden?
I don't think they are, Grace. I think they really can't see or hear us.
Really? Can't? Oh. But that is impossible. Is it?
I would have said so yesterday. I'd have laughed at the idea, but today, it's happening.
I don't see how it's possible.
If it's happening, it's got to be possible. Let's go in the house. I haven't got them.
Your keys? They're right there in your hand.
Not the front or back door keys. How could they have got lost off the ring?
Oh, they must be there.
No. They've gone. I had them last night. We got in all right last night.
Oh, dear. Should we try a window?
Now they're all locked. Hey, I've still got the car keys. We can... What, go to a restaurant? No, we can't order.
I'm not hungry anyway. Are you?
No, I'm not. Now that you mention it. Well, we've got to go somewhere. We can't just stand here.
Harry, let's go and try Pete and Alma again.
I can tell you right now, it won't work. And it's not an experience I enjoy, being treated as though I don't exist.
But we could try once more, couldn't we?
If it'll make you feel better, sure.
Alma?
Out in the kitchen, Pete.
You hear anything from Grace and Harry?
No, not a word.
Hey, what's that smell so good?
Oh, just plain old stew.
Love it.
Well, how was your day?
So. Better than yours from the way you sound.
Well, I can't get Grace and Harry off my mind.
Well, it is funny they didn't call us something if they decided to stay over at the lodge for a while.
I just... Now, don't laugh at me, Pete. I almost felt as if Grace was here. Right here in the house with me.
Oh, come on now.
I could have sworn. You know, right after that screen door slammed. Honestly. I could have sworn I heard her call my name.
I bet you a quarter if we called, they'd be right there in the dining room at the lodge having a drink before dinner.
Oh, could we?
Could we what?
Call the lodge and see if they're still there.
Well, sure, if you want to. Sure, why not?
I've got the number written down here somewhere. Oh, yes, here it is. 2, 4, 6. Keep your eye on the stew. Don't let it stick.
A pleasure. Tastes about ready to me.
Is this a Poquet Lodge? I'd like to speak to either Mr. or Mrs. Harry Clayton, please.
Is that quarter bet on?
Quarter bet? Oh, okay. You win if they're there, and I win if they're... Yes? Oh, I see. Well, can you tell me when they checked out? Yesterday morning. Early yesterday morning. Yes, well, all right. Thank you. Well, you heard what he said.
Yeah, but it's a long drive. They most likely decided to stop at a motel last night.
Okay, but why aren't they back now? They've had the whole day off to drive half the distance from Opoquet if they stopped at a motel last night.
I don't know, Alma. Hey, what do you want to bet that's Grace and Harry right now? I'll go see.
Oh, if they just got in, tell them there's plenty of stew here for 4.
Anybody here?
Is it them, Pete?
Rotten kids.
Who was it? Wasn't it Grace and Harry?
Kids next door ringing doorbells again, I guess. There wasn't anybody there.
Pete, I've got the funniest feeling.
Serve the stew, Alma. What you need is some good, solid food.
The funniest feeling, like they were here.
Be something we could have done, Harry. Something to make Pete realize that it was us ringing the doorbell.
I don't know what. It's the most frustrating thing that ever... Come on, get in the car, Grace. I don't know what's happened to us, but I do know that things don't go the way you expect them to anymore.
I'm scared, Harry. Scared.
So am I. The car goes. That's something, anyway.
Harry?
Yes?
Can we drive up to Camp Catchawa, see the boys?
You sure you want to?
Oh, yes.
What if they can't see us or hear us, like everybody else? What if they don't even know we're there?
But surely the boys. After all, we can see each other.
Yes, but we don't know why. All right, we can try it, I guess. We've only got about a half tank full of gas, though.
Well, there'll be plenty of gas stations along the way.
So? For one thing, I don't have much money, $6 or $7. And I don't know any way to get any more. And if I had $1,000 in my pocket, how would I go about getting a gas station attendant who doesn't even know I'm there to put gas in the car?
I don't know what to do, Pete. They didn't stay on at the lodge in Opoquet. They checked out yesterday morning.
Well, they could have decided to go somewhere else. I mean, is it really any of our business?
Pete, they're our friends.
Okay. I don't like the looks of it either.
I think we ought to call the police.
Now, look, Alma, you don't call the police and say you have a feeling something's wrong. They don't operate that way. They'd write you off as a crackpot.
Well, maybe they would. Maybe I am a crackpot, but I do have this feeling. Well, they can write it off if they want to, but I can't.
Well, all right. If you feel that strongly about it, I'll call them.
No, I'm the crackpot. I'll do the calling. What do I do, Pete? Just dial the operator?
516. 0000.
Okay.
Now, if you'd rather I talk to them.
No. I'll do it. Hello? Police headquarters? I want to report what I believe is a missing person. 2 missing persons. Their names? Harry and Grace Clayton. Yes, they live at 145 Hillside Avenue here in Newton. My name is Alma Rhodes. I live just down the street from them at 141 Hillside. Well, you see, they've been away on vacation. They stayed at a Opoquet Lodge in Opoquet, Maine. Well, they were supposed to be back home sometime yesterday. And, well, they haven't come back. Yes, we tried the lodge. Yesterday morning. Yes, the clerk said they checked out yesterday morning. Well, I suppose it doesn't sound like much to you, but... Oh, yes, that's what I thought, too. Well, will you let us know, no matter what you find out? Oh, thank you, officer. That's very good of you. There, you see, Pete? He said I was right to call.
I don't think this station's open, Harry.
Well, we're running pretty low on gas. Maybe they don't lock their pumps.
Isn't there a light in that window around there on the side?
Huh? Oh, yeah, looks like it, Okay, I'll go around, and if there's somebody there, I'll offer to buy $6 worth of gas. And if there isn't anybody, or if he doesn't hear me, I'll just help myself.
Well, I don't know whether to come with you or wait here.
Wait here. I won't be long. Hello there. I'd like to buy some gasoline. $6 worth of gas if you're open for business. If you don't sell me $6 worth, I'm going to steal a whole tank full. Okay, if that's the way you want it.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah, sure I talked to him. He didn't answer me, of course, but I talked to him. He may have been asleep. He was leaning back in a swivel chair with his eyes shut.
Well, didn't you shake him or anything?
No, I didn't want to touch him. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can make this pump work. Ah, it works. Turns itself off when it's full.
Harry?
Yes?
Why didn't you want to touch him?
I don't know. I've been thinking about that. I haven't felt like touching anybody all day. On the train earlier, I kept dodging and ducking so I wouldn't touch the other passengers.
Why?
Well, I guess I don't really know. Maybe I was afraid that they wouldn't feel it if I touched them.
But you picked up the pump hose and put it in the tank. I mean, if you could do that...
Yeah, I know.
Let's go, Harry.
As soon as the tank's full. You see, the gas hose is a thing. I'm afraid to touch people. I'm afraid to.
I'll get it.
It could be the police.
I'll get it anyway, Alma. You've already done your part. Hello? Yes, Mr. Rhodes. Oh, yes, Sergeant. It was my wife who called you earlier. Well, I don't know exactly. I'd say early 40s. Maybe she's in her late 30s. Oh, Lord. Well, no, that doesn't seem likely. Well, yes, I guess we could do that. About 20 minutes? Yes. And thank you very much, Sergeant.
Have they found them?
Well, they don't know yet. There was an accident yesterday afternoon just the Manhattan side of the Cross Island cutoff.
Oh, no.
Now, wait, please, Alma. They don't know yet. 2 people, a man and a woman, were hurt. But they didn't have any identification on them. Now, that doesn't seem likely, does it? I mean, that Grace and Harry would travel without identification?
Are they...
They're still
are
alive, but it looks bad.
Oh.
They want us to come over to Union Hospital and make an identification, if we can.
Harry, are you sure you made the right turn back there?
I've driven this road 100 times.
Harry?
Huh?
You remember that man who came to see us this morning? What was his name?
Handy. Mr. Handy.
Yes. I wish we'd gone with him. Wherever it was he wanted us to go.
Maybe. Didn't seem like a very good idea at the time, though.
But at least he could see us and hear us.
Yeah, you're right. Come to think of it, he's the only one who's been able to all day.
Harry.
Yes?
Do you want to know what I think has happened to us?
all right?
I think we're dead.
The most perplexing mystery of all, death. Philosophers have devoted lifetimes to puzzling over it, and the best they've come up with is pure surmise. It is, to be sure, the cessation of life as we know it, but few of us can believe that it represents the absolute end. There must be a continuation, and in the nature of this continuation lies the mystery. Are we nearing a solution? Well, one solution, perhaps. We'll see when I return shortly with Act 3. To the rest of the world, Grace and Harry Clayton have apparently ceased to exist. Although they move about among people as they've always done, these people are now quite unaware of their presence. Grace has come to believe that they are actually dead, and that the mysterious thing that has happened to them is life after death. They're on their way now to see their two boys, Tim and Benny, at Camp Kachawa. They suddenly feel a great need to do this.
No, I don't think so.
Don't think what, Harry?
That we're dead. I mean, would it be like this? Is this, just this, what it's all about?
Well, then what is it, if it isn't death?
I don't know.
Could it be some kind of an in-between thing? I mean, like purgatory or limbo or I don't know what you'd call it. But could it be something like that?
It could be anything. It could be... Oh, I make a right here, don't I? Won't the boys be in bed by now?
I don't care. We can go into their cabins and well, we can look at them at least. Nobody can keep us from doing that.
No. You think it's for the last time, don't you, Grace?
Yes.
You stay here in the waiting room, Alma. I'll go in and see them.
I ought to go in there with you. If I weren't...
What would be the point? In case it should be Harry and Grace, it wouldn't help matters for both of us to have to see them.
Pete?
Yes.
It is Grace and Harry?
Yes.
Are they...
They're still alive. Doctor says he doesn't see how it's possible, but they're both still alive.
Is there any hope at all?
Well, there's always hope. I'm quoting the doctor.
I don't understand about no identification.
Yeah, neither does anyone else. There just wasn't anything in his pockets or her bag either.
Could they have been robbed?
I don't think there was time. Look, I told the doctor we'd wait, but if you'd rather...
No, I want to stay. The only thing is, I think I'm going to cry.
Now, you go ahead. Maybe I will, too.
What's this? The office? Why are you stopping at the office?
Well, maybe the counselor will talk to us. Well, he might. Just because we...
You know better, Harry.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, we don't know what cabin Tim and Benny are in. They must have a record of it somewhere in the office.
Tim wrote that they have a little cabin all to themselves.
These prices, they should have room service. If you're right, what about the boys?
I don't know. My sister, I guess, and her husband, Alice, and Fred, they'll be good to them, and... Oh, Harry.
Honey, we don't know. Not yet. We're not sure.
Okay.
Good evening. we're Mr. and Mrs. Clayton, Tim and Benny's parents,
Yes,
and,
is Clara there? Yeah, this is John Finch.
I'm sorry to bother you while you're on the phone,
He
but...
doesn't hear you, Harry.
Hey, Clara, how's it going? Yeah, I'm stuck here tonight, just waiting for the phone to ring or whatever.
If you could just take a second or two and tell us which cabin Tim and Benny Clayton
We'll
are
have
in,
to find it for ourselves, Harry. He doesn't know we're here.
Let's check this filing
So
cabinet.
as long as I got this place to my... What the devil? Hey, just hang on a minute, Clara.
Health charts, these look like.
Who did that? Now, wait a minute. Who's in here?
This could be it.
Yes, Arnold, Barlow. Yes, here it is. Clayton, Timothy, and Benjamin. Cabin number 7.
Wait a minute. Put that folder back in there. Oh, Lord.
Let's go, Grace.
Clara? Hey, Clara, something screwy's going on here.
Can you read the number on the door there? It's so dark.
Yes, this is it. Number 7. Are you going to try to talk to them, Harry?
We'll see. There must be a light switch somewhere. Oh, here.
Oh, they look like angels when they're asleep.
All kids do. You don't have to whisper.
Oh. Habit, I guess.
You want to try to wake them up?
No, I think I'd rather not.
Look at that tan on Benny. He's been living in the sun. Yeah, I think it's bleached his hair some, too.
Oh, Tim's got a big scrape place right on the end of his nose. Oh, Harry.
I think we'd better get out of here, Grace.
Not just yet, please. It might be the last. Can't we stay for just a little while?
All right. We'll have to go eventually.
Benny's been biting his nails again.
Mr. Handy, will you come in now?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you know why you're here, Mr. Handy.
The Clayton situation, of course. I'd just like to point out, though, that if the computer hadn't malfunctioned...
We managed for a good many hundreds of years before we had the computer, you know.
Yes, sir.
The situation as it stands is quite intolerable. We've lost them.
Lost them?
They wandered away. Drove their car, I believe. And the computer, even now in good working order, hasn't been able to locate them.
Oh, dear.
Yes. You made contact this morning and then let them get away. Isn't that true?
They wouldn't come with me, sir. They absolutely refused.
Well, it's still your assignment.
My assignment?
Go and find them, Mr. Handy. Go and find Grace and Harry Clayton.
But if the computer can't find...
Then you must.
Pete, what did the doctor say?
They're gone, Alma.
Oh, Pete.
It's a blessing, really. They were just too badly banged up. Brain damage in both cases, and just too much. Well, we've got to call Grace's sister. You want to, or shall I?
No. I'll do it.
Now what?
Are we out of gas?
No. Not according to the gauge. Damn thing just stopped, that's all.
Oh, what are we going to do now, Harry?
I don't know. Just sit here, I guess. Or get out and walk in the fog. I don't think it matters much.
But we can't just leave the car sitting here in the road like this, can we?
How long since we've seen a car, Grace?
Well, not for a long time.
Listen.
For what?
Just listen. Do you hear anything? Anything at all?
Well, It's nighttime. A foggy night. Nobody.
No frogs. No crickets. Absolutely nothing.
It's scary. With the fog. Everything.
Yeah. Especially everything.
Mr. Clayton! Mrs. Clayton!
Yes! We're here. We're right here. Do you think it's Mr. Handy, Harry?
I don't know. Somebody knows we're alive, at least. Or that we're not.
Is it you, Mr. Handy?
Yes, it's me. Don't go away. Oh, my goodness, what a time I had finding you. You shouldn't have left the house.
Oh, we couldn't get back in. We both lost our keys some way.
Yes, well, it doesn't matter now, does it?
Mr. Handy, are we dead?
Yes, you are now. The computer's been fixed.
What's a computer got to do with it?
You see, when the truck crashed across the divider and hit your car on the way home from Maine, just at that moment, the computer malfunctioned. It didn't record your deaths. So, well, of course, you weren't properly dead or properly alive either, and all sorts of things went haywire. We're really terribly sorry.
So that's how it was. It seems so strange. We didn't even notice.
It was instantaneous, or would have been, except for that miserable computer. You've been in a coma while we got it repaired.
So, what happens now?
Well, you aren't going to make trouble about coming along with me this time, are you?
Oh, no, not this time.
Oh, good. That's fine. Then everything's all right.
Except we have 2 children, Mr. Handy.
But they're provided for, aren't they?
We'll never see them again.
What do you mean you'll never see them again?
We're dead. They're alive.
Well, but they'll die, of course.
What?
Eventually. Everybody does. You know that.
Oh. Well, at least we get to see them once more.
But to wait a lifetime.
No, my dear. It'll hardly seem longer than drawing in a breath and breathing it out again. We're dealing with eternity here,
Well, perhaps that's the way it happens. Perhaps it isn't. All we can do is pass the story along to you as it came to us. Each of us, whether he is aware of it or not, has his own thoughts upon death and what follows it, based on what he has witnessed, what he feels in his heart, and maybe on what he has heard on Mystery Theater. I'll be back shortly. There is no way to give you a follow-up on what happened after the end of our story. We are not privy to that information. We like to believe, and do believe, that all went well, and that we've given you as happy an ending as a story about death can have. Our cast included Augusta Dabney, Robert Dryden, Joan Shea, Nat Polan, and Robert Maxwell. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
He's trying to make a deal with you, Henry. But don't trust him. Don't trust him. He wants you off guard so he can kill you.
Let me alone. All these people are looking at me.
Some other people are looking at you too, Henry. Guys from the camp. Guys from your bunk. Look at us, Henry.
Shut up. A man's asking me a question.
It's Joe Turner, Bobby Moretti, and Harry. Look at us. We're all here. And we're all dead. And we're all asking you one question. When are you gonna kill him?
How can I be sure?
You don't want to be sure. You want the girl, the money.
How can I kill him if I'm not sure?
But we're sure. Each one of us. And you've got to kill him.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.